All right, welcome to St. Mark's High School, Gene Alessandrini Field. Tonight it's American Legion Baseball. Stahl Post and Post 1, Mike Lang, Nick Halliday, Pops Halliday, Pat Garrieni's on hand on a warm evening here, Pat, at St. Mark's. But
that's right.
It's a little bit nicer than it was on Saturday when we tried to bring you Post 1 and
Delvets.
And that just it started, but it never finished.
That's correct, man.
Well, it finished. It finished with about 4 inches of rain on the
weather
field.
related. But yeah, Mike. Real nice hot day. No excuse. There should be no muscles being pulled today. Everyone should be pretty warm up.
Yeah. One out here in the top of the first, by the way. Mason Rossiter grounded out to shortstop. This is Tyler August, the batter, and the pitcher is Braden Shearer, and that's a walk for August. Pat, we're trying to keep ourselves in practice over the summer months, and why not a little American Legion baseball? Always a good time.
Always appreciated the American Legion. You get a conglomerate of kids playing from different high schools, and you see the best of the best. There's a lot of inner post or whatever. I don't know. I guess that's what you would call them. These right posts.
Yeah.
Rivalries going on, and the best from each region here in Newcastle County. I've always enjoyed it.
6 teams playing in Legion this summer, which seems a little smaller than usual, but it's good competition. Like Pat said, they're going to play each other, I think, 4 times each for a 20-game season. There's 1 post based in Seaford and 1 in Dover, the other 4 here in Newcastle County. Strike called, and that makes the count 2-1 to the batter, Sean Edivane, out of St. George's, I believe, right?
Yeah, I believe so. He's going to go be playing baseball at Wilmington University.
Wildcat, huh?
Gets to play for Coach Brian August.
Sounds like a familiar name, doesn't it?
Yeah. Tyler's father, yeah.
So we are perched down the first baseline in a bit of shade here, and we expect, Pat, that we're going to be in the shade the entire time.
Absolutely.
Thank God.
Yeah, and we will obviously have lineups and whatnot here once we get a break. Oof.
That's going to be a walk. 2 walks now for Shearer. 2 men on with 1 out. The batter, Dom Joseph. He'll be followed by Sam Devard, Dante Claudio, Peyton Brannick, Eli Hunt, Wes Ma, and my favorite player on the team, Mike Lane.
Yeah, very, very similar name there.
Yeah.
Mike.
In fact, looking at that lineup card, it looked like we had to double check it to make sure I was not playing tonight.
Yeah, you're batting 10th and on the mound. I was like, oh.
10th is the best place for me to bat.
I didn't know you had that in you, Mike.
Pat, I hit the pool today at lunchtime of my swim club, Ashburn Swim Club, up in right up to, like over the train tracks from Claymont.
That's,
right up there in Brandywine 100.
Today was the day to do it. I'll tell you what. Today was definitely the day to do it.
When you walk in the pool and it says water temp and it says refreshing, and that's his code word for cold?
Yeah.
No, it was great. Water felt awesome.
70, nice, cool 77 in there.
I just got in and shot some hoops badly in the water with
good,
a couple of kids I didn't know.
That one's
fouled right at
up.
us.
Heads up.
It's out of play. It's almost going to get our help. So if you can see here, there's a lot of foul territory here in play on the first base side of St. Mark's. Not so much down the third base side, but it is in play till the pebbles and the gravel here.
I've noticed there's been some changes to this field over the last few years.
And I
gotta say they've really done a nice job here at St. Mark's with this baseball field.
Had a big a fundraising effort last year that really paid off. They have a new backstop.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
They've closed off center field. I've got some ideas, so when Smitty's ready, just come talk to me. I think they resodded the field. It looks great.
It does. They had to close it off because not too many people are poking it out there. It's a long ways away from the Kevin Mensch days.
Yeah,
rumor
behind that black
Mike,
tarp.
Yeah, rumor has it before they put that fence up, back when Mensch was here, he hit one past the trees. This is kind of like a Paul Bunyan story, I feel like.
And he looks like Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, and hit one of the roofs back there. Nick just said August did the same thing. Yeah. That's a poke, my friend.
St. Mark's.
That's
St. Mark's has had some really good players here. Pedro Swan back in the 80s,
Yeah.
back in my high school days.
Nick, I hope that neither of those shots were off of you. Okay, all right. He said no.
I didn't have the luxury against either of them in high school.
Okay.
But in Legion and stuff I did.
Kevin Mensch, of course.
And he was still probably 4 for 4 or 4 doubles all game.
That walk loads
reason
the base.
why there's a reason why he was one of the premier power hitters in majors for a couple of years there.
He was that good at
Kevin Mensch.
So that walk loads the bases. Shearer lacking command here in the first.
Yeah, he's struggling
We
right
have
now.
one out. It is
It's hot, too.
hot.
I mean, I don't know. I don't
know
wanna
how
make
many innings
excuses
he's gonna
for the
go.
young man, but I mean, you've seen him a couple there. Everyone's
ripped up the middle.
Nice
Stopped
play.
by Colmar. He's got it tagged second for one. Throw to first. Safe at first.
Ooh.
It's going to be a fielder's choice by Christian Colmar out there. He doesn't play a lot of field this year for St. Mark's, but here he is at second base. So we're going to score that 4 unassisted. That
Yeah.
erases Dom Joseph and gets the second out of the inning. RBI for Sam Devard. He's at first with 2 outs.
Yeah, good hustle down the line by Devard. Colmar made a really good play, nice heads-up play, tagged the base, and a nice strong throw over to first. But Devard hustled down the line, was able to get in there and give Stahl the lead here early.
On the play, Sean Edevane moved to third. So it's first and third with 2 outs. There's a pitch in a little bit low. I believe that's 2 balls and no strikes here. The
Yep,
scoreboard
2-0.
there.
2-0.
Brian Radisevich taking care of us today with the scoreboard with balls and strikes on there. He did send us a lineup I have not seen yet.
We're going to get it in between innings, Mike. Don't you
There's
worry.
a grounder out to Colmar. He's got it, takes it himself, and that's going to do it for Stahl Post. They score a run in the top of the first. They did it on 0 hits, and they leave 2 after half an inning. It's Stahl 1, Post 1 coming to bat here at St. Mark's.
Absolutely,
Are we
Mike.
going to stay here? Let's stay here between
Stay
top
here
of the
for
inning.
for a little bit.
We'll take breaks after the full innings.
Yeah, we'll stay here for a little bit. We'll see if
All right,
we can get.
I need Nick's phone. Oh,
if,
hang
yeah,
on a
if
second.
we can get. There's an alarm
That's
going
my,
off.
Well, that's my alarm. I got to make sure I get a shift at work.
Get your shift in. But yeah, Mike. I mean,
Everybody should wake up at 6:12 p.m.
while we are
No, just to get out of bed at 6:12.
while we're waiting for that lineup, you're right about
Who's got the lineup?
I believe
Okay.
Come on, Sean, take your time. Hurry up.
waiting on that lineup now. But that's good first half inning there for Stahl, putting together a run, taking advantage of Cher's little bit of ineffectiveness within the zone, a couple walks there. It's a big time top of the first. I mean, I'm sure they're going to wish they wanted more, but put some balls in play, got a run across, and now we'll see if Mike Lane can control this lineup, which is easier said than done. This Post 1 lineup is really loaded from top to bottom.
I don't know all of these players' first names. I know. It's hard to believe. But the leading off for Post 1 is going to be Jackson Tyre
Ah, yes.
from DMA.
Yep. He had himself quite the tournament during their state championship run. A lot of big time hits, a lot of big plays on the base pass in the field. He's just got a great all around game.
Batting second, Somerville. Do you know his first name? Because I'm not.
Yeah, Mike, you're talking about while you're taking this lineup down. You're talking about the field, and you can't help but notice how many championship banners are just lined up all across the back fence there. It's kind of like when you were in Little League, and they would have all the sponsors out there. And St. Mark's, they don't need the sponsorships out there. They just got their championship banners.
They're sponsored by state
1,
championships.
2, 3, 4, 5,
16,
6,
I believe.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's at least 13 on the fence. They probably wrap around the back, too.
Yeah, they might be blocked by that tarp.
They might. But nonetheless,
I know they have
ready to go.
2004 here and 2005 over here.
So Mike Lane against Tyre. Let's see what he can do.
We're almost there.
First
And
pitch taken up high.
Satterfield.
Coach Ray Pekarski lined up here on the first base line. skis, man, as he goes by. Like he's got the helmet.
He's
I love Ray's.
fouled off over this way.
I love the swagger there by Ray. Ray, of course, a member of the class of 2011 at St. Elizabeth with me.
Part of the VK Nation.
Part of the VK Nation, man. Many a fun times in class with Ray.
Maybe too much fun.
Oh yeah, man. We had ourselves quite the time. There's no doubt about that. That one's ripped by Tyre into center field. Center fielder's going to line up under it and make the play. Loud out number 1 right there, Mike.
All right, Pat, I got a shift on Friday. Everything's right with the world.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, I'm working.
I might
Working
have to come
man,
visit
you know.
Where you at? Where are you going to be posted at? I might come visit you.
I'll be at the Whole Foods in Glen Mills, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah. I used to be a frequent visitor to that place. There's some good stuff up in Whole
There
Foods.
is. What did Jackson do, by the way, since I was looking at my
He's
shift?
Flied out to center field.
All right.
That one's
So
fouled
this
away.
is Summerall. I'm sorry, I just don't know his first name. I know almost all these kids, but not every one of them. Plus, I got sweat in my eyes, and
Yeah, it's tough with these Legion teams. There's not really websites for sports, so to speak, with these rosters. So it can be a little bit tough for us. Apologies, not trying to disrespect anybody.
now we do, like we said, we've
Yeah.
seen most of these kids
Yep.
play high school ball.
Yep.
You know, most of the kids know us. We know most of them. There's a grounder up the middle.
That could be trouble.
Hard to the left. There's a shortstop. Safe at first, an infield hit for Summerall.
That's a great hustle up the line by Summerall there.
Shortstop Sean Edivane made a great play on that one. It just didn't have enough time to get to it. That brings Kevin Williams to the plate. Williams playing shortstop right now. Of course, he's the pitcher for Delaware Military Academy.
I believe he's
And
going
he
to
was.
University. Yeah, I believe he's going to University of
He'll
Delaware.
be at UD with Colmary, so there's a
Yep.
couple new pitchers coming in for the Blue Hens. Throwing it our way, and he's back at first.
And Kevin's got some pop here. That 360, 365, even in center field, won't hold him if he gets a rip on one here. He got some pop in his bat. That one's outside for ball 1.
Yeah, Pat, we showed up, and both teams were wearing the same shade of blue, and we thought, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Tom said, "We're good."
Fouled off. That's down our way. It's going to be a long strike. And that makes the count 1-1. As we go through the night, Pat will try to give people an idea of where they'll find the 302 Delaware Live Sports crew over the next couple of weeks.
we're
generally
locking in,
speaking,
yeah,
generally speaking,
we're locking in some summer events here. So you're exactly right
trying
about
to
that, Mike.
keep us on our toes.
Exactly, man. We'll just
Yeah, well, last year we had some problems. There's no spring
Yeah.
high school sports. No, the sports period. We were a little rusty, and then we had the summer baseball league, which we were able to do a few games for that, and that was fun. At pitches inside.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. We want to keep bringing you guys content even outside of the high school seasons, because there is a lot that's going on around here, Mike. It's just a matter of getting things scheduled in.
And that's a
ball
walk. Puts 2 men on. Of course, made official today. Marvin Dooley, the new football coach and athletic director at Woodbridge High School. Congratulations to Marvin. That was something that had been floating around the Delaware sports universe for the last 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, and
Mark's got a house down in Lewis, so he'll
Yeah.
be hanging out with Benny Mitchell down in Lewis.
best of luck to Coach Dooley.
Would you like to go out with Marvin and Benny, hang out with them?
Quite the scene right there. Yeah. Nick saying all wrestling. Be talking figure 4 leg locks.
Yeah.
Although they'd probably get on me for making that joke.
There's a
Novice.
grounder to shortstop.
Such a wrestling novice.
Played
that
the
I
second
am.
for one. His first base not in time, so they do get the out at second for out number 2. Ben Anderson safe at first. Good hustle by the former St. Mark's catcher on the fielder's choice. Williams forced at second base for the second out.
Yeah, Lane can see himself out of this inning. He's done well, despite the couple of walks he's pitching around them right now. He's doing the best he can. He's 1 out away from getting out of this inning with the lead.
It's kind of silly season in high school, Pat. We got transfers and coaching changes and goofy stuff like that going on. So
You
it's hard
know?
to keep track of all of it.
You know, and it's something that I feel like has become more of a commonplace.
Oh yeah, it happens all the time.
You know, over the past 5-6 years or so.
I mean, I graduated from high school 100 years ago, but I remember one kid from my class transferring from Salesianum actually to St. Elizabeth's.
Yeah,
I'm probably going to get him in trouble to play sports.
I did the same thing. Don't worry, Mike. Hopefully, DIA
He offers
doesn't-
it that one. That's
they
a
don't
strike.
come after me now.
Your eligibility's up, and
Yeah.
so is his. So counts 1 and 2 on Zerba.
But yeah, I mean, it's a common thing, and can sometimes be a controversial topic, as that's a called third strike. Lane getting out of it, Mike.
That's
Well done by him.
the third strike, and they're out of the inning. No runs for Post 1. They trail 1-0. We're going to take a break. We're back. More American Legion baseball on Delaware Live Sports, powered by 302.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health-screened craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff
and our customers.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home.
All right, welcome back to St. Mark's on a crisp afternoon.
Crisp. Usually when I hear crisp, I think cold, Mike. Is that part of the joke?
Refreshing afternoon here on the hill. As the hill, like
On
says,
the
just
hill.
a football. I don't know if that's just a football.
Well, shout out
stadium.
to On the Hill, man. The Twitter page.
Yeah.
Man. That's a good one to follow.
All things Spartans.
There you go, free pub for you guys.
Give them a follow.
Yeah.
Of course, we are entering the second inning here. It's going to be, I think I lost track of the last inning. Devard was out, so it's going to be Dante Claudio to lead off.
Let's see what number 10, Mike. Who we got?
I didn't write. They didn't have numbers on there, so. But it is
Oh,
number 10, Dante
boy.
Claudio, followed by Peyton Brannick and Eli Hunt. Don't worry, I got him.
10 is actually Brannick, Mike.
Brannick, never mind.
If you want the numbers, they're there for you. Up to you. First pitch in there for strike one. And Mike, first inning, we saw Cher needed some, had a little bit of a ineffective wildness. Let's see if he can find the zone here. In the second inning, misses on that breaking ball.
So, Pat, we mentioned the four of us, Nick, Alessandrini, and Jason, we all got together last week in our fall sports schedule coming together nicely.
Yeah.
And we'll be getting that out as soon as we firm things up a little bit. We don't want to start promoting stuff and then have it disappear on us.
Absolutely. There's a lot of.
But we're going to be really busy.
There's a lot of good games to choose from over the now 11-week season.
Strike two called
that's
right
out here.
I think we can tell people that week 0,
Yeah,
a Thursday night game.
I got to be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan of the terminology week 0. Just call it week 1.
It's week 1.
Yeah, and call what's technically week 10, week 11.
Just misses. That's going to make the count full 3 and 2. But
That's
the
just
week
me as a cranky. That's just me as a cranky guy now.
Our first week matchup for the Northern crew is going to be actually in Sussex County. It's going to be Salesianum and Cape Henlopen. Swing and miss. Strike 3, and Brandon goes down. Swinging. So that's something to look forward to. We'll be in Lewis that night. Maybe we'll hang out with Marvin Dooley that night. You never know.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. You know,
in Lewis, maybe Marvin will have us over for a cookout. You never know.
You never know, man. You know, we'll see what happens.
But we're going to be Salesianum and Cape Henlopen that night. Sodell, Scott Cameron, you listen?
Yeah.
Strike called on the batter, Eli Hunt. But that's one we can easily confirm for you with Salesianum at Cape Henlopen to open the season.
Yeah, I'm
Foul
excited.
tip.
I'm excited
Strike
to see.
2.
You know, obviously the new alignment, the realignment. We'll get our first look at it, and we'll see. Hopefully, some really competitive games coming at you this year. As that one just blown by.
Swing and miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And that's out number 2.
Yeah, see this.
We're trying to mix it up. We don't want to just have the Division or Class 3 football teams on. We've got some surprises for you, so it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, as soon as we get that locked in, you guys will know.
The return of the 302 Sports Weekly.
I can't wait.
Maybe rebranded. Who knows? Pitch just a bit high.
Yeah, it'll be
1-0.
fun.
We're going to be at a Buffalo Wild Wings near you.
Such a good, partnership we got with them, man. It's definitely always a good time.
We're retooling the show a little bit and getting a start after we missed last season.
These pitches are just missing, by the way.
They are. They're just a little high.
They're very, very close.
There's a strike call. 3-1.
Yep.
On deck is Wesley Ma. Where did we see him? We saw Wesley playing for, I can't remember which team it was. That's down the right field line, just foul. Is it William Penn? I believe you might be right. We did do a William Penn game at Frawley Stadium this year.
Yeah, so, we got the fall schedule lined up. We also got potentially some summer events coming up,
Yeah.
too. So just keep your eyes out on the schedule. In regards to the YouTube page, we usually have the links up a couple days prior, so that's usually where you can find stuff. Hit us up on YouTube in terms of you can get notifications whenever something is altered. You can be notified when streams are being set up.
There's supposed to be some 7-on-7 football going on tonight right here at St. Mark's.
Yeah.
St. Mark's and Charter.
Yeah, I think I saw a couple people warming up up there, up at the top where the field hockey field is. Usually they play even further up the hill. Yeah.
Another one's high.
It's another thing that has become more commonplace over the last few years is the 7-on-7 leagues.
This is Mason Rossiter, by the way, so Lane not batting. But he's listed on he's in the lineup at the 10th spot, but they are not batting 10 batters.
Yeah, they probably could have left the
least
space in between.
I didn't put anything
whatever.
in his spot, so it didn't mess up my book completely. There's a strike call, 1-1. Yeah, Pat, there's basketball going on and football and club sports going on. This is summertime's not really a break anymore.
No.
It used to be a break.
Yeah. No, it's definitely not. And
I know my friends who are still parents of high schoolers and grade schoolers, they just never stop.
That's one of those things where
pitch is high. 2-1.
It does help these kids in terms of exposure and staying sharp if they do plan on playing at the next level or improving to get in the mix during the regular season.
Throw down to first base.
Nice block.
Good stop there by the first baseman, and that is Satterfield.
Satterfield did a wonderful job on that block. Slowed that one up, Mike. That
Right
could be
to
2.
Colmario. Bounces off his glove, and it's going to be safe all over. So an error is going to allow runners to reach first and second with 2 outs. So they can still see their way out of this, but I'm sure Christian's not happy. But
Yeah, short hop on that one. Kind of ate him up.
Yeah, it's got him a little bit.
It happens.
Wesley Ma played for the Delaware Diamonds. I think
That's travel team.
one of the travel teams. My cousin plays for them, or used to.
Oh.
I think that went off of
That went off
the umpire, I
That
think.
went off a shin pad or something, yeah.
Runners are going to advance.
Yeah,
I think it hit the umpire in the shoulder.
Yeah, the ump's going to walk that one off. Like you said, Mike, runners advance. Whew. Maybe a cross-up situation. Not quite sure what happened there.
That was a tough one.
That one's not going to feel good.
Wesley Ma plays for Conrad. So that puts runners at second and third now with 2 outs. That pitch kind of got away from Braden Shearer, and then the umpire took one square in the shoulder.
Yeah, sure. It's
So while we have, Pat, we're waiting for the umpire. And I hope he's okay. He's back there already. See, they got the black tarp up in center field now.
yeah.
I think you could put something clear up there, and you could put like a St. Mark's baseball Hall of Fame type thing out there.
Little monument park.
Little
action.
monument park for St. Mark's. If you're listening to me, Matt Smith, make it happen.
Like the Yankees.
Yeah.
I mean, they are technically the Yankees of Delaware.
It'd be
At
kind
least
of
in the
awesome.
common-
There's a
at
strike
least-
called.
At least in the common era. And by common era, I'm talking about my lifetime.
Exactly. I mean, the first
the
state
majority
championship.
the majority of them are in my lifetime. All but 2.
Well, the first state championship, the banner over there is from 1985, which would have been my junior year of high school, and they had Pedro Swan was on the team then. And I could tell you who some of the Salesiana players were, but I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah. Been a lot of talent that's come through.
2-1 pitch. Took something off of it, got a strike, 2-2. Tyler August walked his first time up.
Another member of that DMA state championship team.
Yeah, it was a good team. Grounder to second. Colmary's got this one. He's got to make the play to first. Bounces it over there and does not hang on. The run scores. It's 2-0. I'm not sure how we're going to score that.
I hate to do that, but that's got to be an error for me, Mike.
So if Pam Colmary's watching, I didn't make the scoring call on that one.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah, it's
to
tough.
say the least.
Christian will be coming to bat soon. He can get a measure of revenge.
Yeah, a little bit
That was a tougher play. It was a little
bit of
slow bouncer.
sloppiness here by Post, both in the field and a little bit of ineffectiveness in terms of
Edivane,
strike
the
zone.
batter. 0-2 the count. Yeah, it's a little slow start. Maybe the heat has something to do with it.
perhaps.
Post had their doubleheader rained out on Saturday at Friends. Foul tip. He stays alive. Dom Joseph on deck for Stahl. They lead 2-0.
Oh, you've been watching a little Euro Cup.
Watched the Union the other night. That was a great game.
Did you see the Germans go down today?
No, I saw they lost to England, huh?
They lost to England, man. It was 1-0. And
Yeah, Switzerland beat France last night, yeah. In
Okay.
PKs.
the Swiss finally chose sides, right? They decided to win one instead of stay neutral.
Well, it was a great save on that last PK attempt by the Swiss keeper.
The Germans down one. It was like the 80th minute, 81st minute, and Muller had a breakaway. No one in front of him, just him and the goalie or the goalkeeper, and he missed it wide. Then 5 minutes later, Britain comes down and scores the decisive insurance goal.
Edivane swings and misses to end the inning. Another run for Stahl. They lead 2-0 on an unearned run. Coming up for Post 1, it's going to be Jack Zerba, Christian Colmary, and Logan Myers.
So yeah, I mean, hey, we got ourselves an early lead here for Stahl in this one, Mike. It's let's see if they can hold on to it. It's going to be tough. Like I said, this Post lineup is loaded from top to bottom.
Yeah, a lot of names that, of course, we mentioned.
Yeah.
We've streamed a lot of their games, and if we're not streaming, we're at the games.
Yep.
Watching them, you've seen them on our top plays. All our top plays, by the way, available on our YouTube channel for the all the spring season. Saw the this past week, just a bit high on that throw to first. Coming right at you, Pat. And it's going to die before it gets to.
I'm limited. I'm sorry. Tyler's looking at me with disgust. He's looking at me like, come on.
Tyler
dude.
August had to chase that one down himself.
He's like, you got to come up for that one. You got to help me out a little bit.
A lot of these guys ended up on the list of the top baseball players in the state that came out this past week. Always subjective list. I'd have had a few different than what was posted, but that's why I don't do that stuff. You're just asking for trouble.
Jameson, Summerall, and Tyler Satterfield. Mom just won the volleyball state championship for St. Mark.
Okay. And now we have all the first names. All right, leading it off for Post 1 is going to be Jack Zerba. He'll be followed by Christian Colmary and Logan Myers against Stahl Post pitcher Mike Lane.
It's a good first pitch breaking ball there from Lane. Looks like it has some movement to it. Jumps ahead of the batter.
Legion guys playing on Tuesdays and I believe Thursdays. I'm not sure if they're playing Thursdays, and then doubleheaders usually on Saturday. It's a long Saturday for these guys, but I think they play 5-inning games in those doubleheaders.
They did this weekend, but they were 7 last weekend.
Oh, okay. Maybe because of the weather, they were trying to get them in this past weekend.
Summertime.
That didn't happen.
Summertime, too. I mean, you got graduation parties for a lot of these guys, too.
How many of you been invited to?
None.
None?
None, I haven't been.
They had to play 9 innings then.
Yeah.
You're not inviting Pat to your graduation party. Number 1, he's the life of the party. That's a called strike. 1 and 2.
Yeah, little do they know about that, Mike. They don't know about the party and Pat now. The pandemic may, they may have had some people out there forget.
Fouled back. Remains 1 and 2. On not really any clouds in the sky. Not any even Bob Ross happy clouds up there.
Bob Ross. Tremendous.
Available on Netflix, by the way.
Bob Ross is one of those guys that
Swing and a miss. Zerba strikes out.
I watched a little as a kid, but never remembered the guy's name. He used to come on like PBS, WHYY, one of those. And then I forgot about the guy for about 18 years. Yeah, that was about 18
with the
years.
perm.
And then about 22 or 23. So that put not to age myself, but like 5 or 6 years ago, all of a sudden he started popping up again. Bob Ross.
He's an icon.
Yeah.
This is Christian Colmary.
Well,
It's swing and a miss. I read that he hated his hair, but it was his trademark, and that they wouldn't let him. The production company wouldn't let him get rid of his perm.
It's tremendous hair. That's a staple.
Little happy trees, happy clouds.
That's right, man.
2-1 to count to Colmary. He'll be followed by Logan Myers. It's down the middle for strike 2. We all know Colmary for pitching, but he can hit a little bit too.
Yes, he can.
Brother Austin plays at UD. Called strike 3, out number 2. 2 strikeouts in the inning.
I've been impressed so far with Lane through an inning and 2/3. I know we're still early, but he's got command of the strike zone. He's hitting the corners, and he's challenging these batters.
3 strikeouts thus far for Lane. He'll try to add number 4 here, Logan Myers.
It's a nice little breeze coming, Mike.
There we go. That feels good, doesn't
we
it?
may be getting close. Another strike.
Going to my first Phillies game this week. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but tickets are purchased already.
Hey, you're going for the visiting team.
Saturday. Swing and a miss.
You're going for the visiting
0-2.
team, right? They're playing the Padres.
I did want to see the Padres, yes.
Is that who you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
When I bought the tickets, I was like, oh, Friday, it's fireworks night. And I got my dates mixed up. We bought tickets for Saturday instead. But that's fine. The game's at 4. Fouled out of play.
Any giveaway for that, Mike, or no?
Yeah, they're going to give away a lead.
No, that was good. That was funny. Watch Tatis hit one on the Broad Street.
Yeah, I'm sitting down the left field line. I could get a foul ball. Lined up the middle, base hit for Myers.
It's a good piece of hitting there by Myers.
He's on first with 2 outs. That ends a run of 3 straight strikeouts for Mike Lane. And Tyler Satterfield is the batter for Post with a runner on first and 2 outs.
It's the first hit of this game, believe it or not.
Yeah.
We had some errors, had a couple walks.
Had some walks.
And a couple of small ball, outs. But, yeah.
Pitch in the dirt, bounces away. Throw, nice stop there at shortstop by Edivane. Otherwise, Myers could be standing on third, but he'll get credit for I guess we would call that
I would call that a steal.
I call it a steal.
Whatever, we'll call it a steal. It's a nice job, though, by Edivane to not allow that to get in the center field.
Ball bounced away from Dom Joseph, the catcher. He did a good job stopping it, though. With the breeze, it's really not too bad.
You know what they call this, right, Mike?
What's that?
Summer breeze.
This is summer breeze. Wait, that's a nice 70s song, right? Yacht Rock?
That's a Yacht Rock radio right there, my friend.
2-1 to count on Satterfield. Jackson Tire on deck. Pat is not going to sing Summer Breeze because we don't want a copyright violation.
That's correct. Not to mention, you guys probably don't want to hear me sing. We're here to watch baseball, folks.
Nice stop by Joseph. Keeps it in front of him.
This Mickey Mouse.
Counts 3-1 now.
Mickey Mouse nonsense.
By the way, Summer Breeze sung by Seals and Crofts.
Okay.
It makes you feel fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of 70s, Pop's cracking wise back there. That pitch also in the dirt. Lane walks Satterfield. Now we're going through 70s radio here. First and second with 2 outs. The batter is Jackson Tire. He's a dangerous hitter. He flew out to center field his first time up. But we know Jackson is a good hitter. Pat, you saw him in the baseball semifinals scored the game-winning run, if I remember right. Throw back to second.
He did.
But Myers gets back in time.
Yeah, he's a heck of a ball player.
Yeah, he is.
There's no doubt about that.
He was on the Carpenter Cup team this year. Had a chance to go watch them play Delco.
Mm-hmm.
The win against Delco. Then they fell to the Interac/Independent 2 days later. A lot of talent on that Carpenter Cup team this year, on the Delaware North team. I say that my nephew was on the team, so I have to say that.
Of course. But
Tyre was on there, and Kevin Williams, Braden Shearer, Jaden Dickerson.
It's a good group, Mike.
Yeah, it was a fun game to go watch.
Tell you what, Lane again hitting the strike zone hard here.
1 and 2.
Attacking batters with the 2-0 lead.
At Carpenter Cup, that's a lot of fun. It's a nice little tournament.
Yes, it is. It is. It's always well done.
Ground ball to third base, big hop. Taken. Here's the throw to first. He got him. Nice play there by Eli Hunt for the last out of the inning. That's going to do it for the second. No runs. Finally had a hit, Pat. They left 2. We're going to take a short break. We're back with third inning action here, American Legion Baseball at St. Mark's on 302 Sports.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy. Come on in. Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations near you in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Every patient receives personal attention with an individualized model of clinical excellence and care. Our goal is to get you back to your favorite activities. From injuries due to work and automobile accidents to post-surgical care to sports injuries and more, Premier offers direct access to our physical therapists, allowing you to schedule your appointment quickly and easily, even without a prescription. Find our convenient locations at www.premierptsp.com. Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. You may have tried physical therapy, but have you tried Premier?
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Soto Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group with 12 locations in beautiful coastal Delaware. Come check us out. At Soto Concepts, we believe in cooking beautiful, simple food, developing the people we work with, and making the world a better place. Come visit us this fall for our great off-season specials, like half-price entree night and crab cake night. With 12 locations on the culinary coast from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island, we have something for everyone. See you soon.
All right, back at St. Mark's. We move to the third inning here. 2-0. Stahl Post with the lead. They will bring Dom Joseph, Sam DeVard, and Dante Claudio to the plate against Braden Shearer. A substitute. We're in trouble now.
It's shortstop. Someone's in at third base. They bump Tyre to shortstop, and Williams.
There's a grounder to second. Is that Reichert?
Yeah,
Comes in and makes the play.
Yep.
Oh,
Tyre.
Jackson Tyre makes the play. Nice one there.
Kevin Williams slides over to second. I don't know if Comrie is in the dugout or if he was moved to the outfield. I think he moved in the dugout.
Yeah, I think Christian's not usually playing the outfield.
Yeah.
That brings Sam DeVard to the plate. He's 0 for 1. There's a pitch that's low. And if we have any new pitchers coming in, we can tell you about it because the warm-up mound is right behind us. So no activity in the bullpen just yet.
Joe Girardi isn't exactly managing either one of these teams, so it doesn't surprise me.
One time through the lineup for Spencer Howard, and you're out of there.
Don't even get me started on that, Mike. This could turn ugly real fast.
Oh.
You get me talking about the Phillies.
My wife and I were out at dinner last night, and it was such a nice dinner.
About the only thing right now that would bring me joy with the Phillies is if Billy Sullivan gets the call up.
We're waiting for that.
Yeah.
We're all waiting, trust me. That's a strike call, and it makes it 3-1 on DeVard, Dante Claudio on deck. We are all waiting for that to happen. Can't wait, Pat.
He's
excited.
He's doing great, man.
He's doing it. There's the high bouncer to shortstop. Tyre plays it on 2 hops. He's got him.
Scoop.
Good play. Jackson Tyre. He's got 2 assists in the inning. That took such a high hop that it almost gave Claudio a chance to beat it out.
Yeah.
I'm saying DeVard to beat it out. This is Claudio batting now. Good play out there by Jackson.
Good arm. Nice scoop at first by Satterfield. That was impressive all the way around.
In the dirt, 1-0 to Claudio. Peyton Brannick waits on deck. Of course, Billy Sullivan was the winning pitcher in St. Mark's last state championship game.
2016. He's been electric, man. I mean, he's had
triple digits.
He's had one outing where he gave up 2 runs, and
that's right. You want to see how they react to something like that. That's really not a bad thing.
But other than that inning,
he's been lights out.
He's a sub-1 ERA through high A and his time in Double A as well.
I think I was just looking at his stats. Say 14 games under his belt thus far.
Yeah,
and that's going to be a walk to Claudio. So Billy's at Reading. If you're not aware, St. Mark's graduate, UD. I don't know if he graduated from UD. I think he did. But he played baseball, obviously, at Delaware. Played 1 full season and 2 games of another season. And hurt his arm, had Tommy John. Declared for the draft. Of course, that's a wild pitch. And second base goes Claudio. Lost a year to the pandemic last year. The timing was, unfortunately for Billy, just the way it worked out. Signed as a free agent. Nick and I went over his house. We were chatting with Billy last year, right around this time, actually. It popped up on my Facebook timeline 1 year ago. Well, yesterday, we were at Billy's house.
It was that weird.
He still has to give me a ride in his car, Nick.
It was that weird draft where there was only 5. It
was only 5
a
rounds.
5-round draft.
Yeah, Billy was a 6th-round pick. Obviously, he was going next round.
He was out of high school. I think he was a 16th rounder. That's what they have him listed at. And MLB.com, but
I remember talking to him after the loss to Caravel in 2017, and just chatting with him down there at Frawley Stadium before he went to UD. And he wasn't sure what he was going to do. He said it depended on where he got drafted, and I think he made the right move going to UD. Obviously, he's paid off. He added about 4 or 5 miles per hour to his fastball with the Blue Hens. That ball's fouled out of play toward the softball field.
1-1.
1-1 to Brannick. So it's good to see not just Billy, a lot of Delaware guys. We had a breeze for a minute.
Yeah,
we had a summer breeze.
I mean, there's quite a bit going on in terms of of Delaware high school players. That one's nice pitch right
Kyle
there.
Hinton, of course,
Hinton
back in
just
organized,
signed.
not in organized baseball, affiliated baseball
Yep.
with the Nationals.
With the
Pitching right here in Wilmington.
Wilmington.
Did you get a chance? Did you talk to Kyle?
Nick did.
Nick, okay.
Obviously I put together.
Wow,
look at
big
that,
jump,
stealing.
no play at third base.
That's strike 3. But
We were wondering who talked to him.
yeah, Nick talked to him. I had put together a lot of that info. Kyle, again, apologies there for the. I know you did bounce back. My man did bounce back. He had a rough first outing, but he's bounced back for sure. And
He's playing back. He's from Southern Illinois.
yeah,
He
yeah.
went from Tennessee to Chicago to he went through like 7 to 10 states coming home.
Yeah.
16-hour drive. I mean, what did we expect him to do on his first outing?
Yeah, so I mean, he's back in, like you said, back in affiliated baseball.
I don't know. Hinton, I have higher expectations, Kyle. No, I'm
Nah,
just
man,
kidding. I'm
he-
kidding.
he's
I'm
got-
kidding.
He's got great stuff, and he'll definitely, it'll definitely play for sure.
We had Kyle on the show a couple of years ago with his dad.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Got him. You also
We
got
had Chad Cool still is in the majors with the Pirates.
Chad Cool, Jake Fraley out there in Seattle.
Jake's having a pretty good year with Seattle.
There's a few more too. They just gotta come to my head right now. I think Garrett Lawson is with the Red Sox organization right now, and I think there's a few more fellows too. So
And of course the guys from Cape Henlope and the Geloff
Geloffs,
brothers,
they're
yeah,
down
having
at Virginia,
killing it in Virginia. I don't know if either one of them has graduated.
But yeah, I mean there's a lot of talent that's popping up. There's no doubt about that. In all sports here in Delaware, the exposure is
to
getting
watch.
out there.
Jameson Summerall is going to lead it off. He'll be followed by Kevin Williams and Ben Anderson. Post 1 trails 2-0 as we move to the bottom of the third. Pat, we're going to do an update on the temperature just so we feel better.
92, man, like the year I was born.
It's a mere 91 in Claymont, which is what I have on my phone here because I thought all the cool people lived in Claymont. Here's the pitch from Lane. Strike called. 97 tomorrow, really? I'm going to the pool.
Mike, you know what? You got that. If you got that opportunity, you take advantage of it.
But like you said, it's going to be a little chance of rain this weekend, but temperatures in the 70s.
Yeah, I'm going down to the beach this weekend, man.
Might be a
Looking
nice
forward
break.
to it. Low 70s, high 80s.
I don't mind a little heat, but the last couple of days it's been really, really hot. Just humid.
I mean, there's been a heat advisory out here, Mike. It's been a tough one, man. I
So,
mean,
yeah, tomorrow
thankfully for these players, they got those dry fit uniforms. That definitely
Yeah, they
helps.
weren't dry enough on Saturday. Nothing was dry enough Saturday.
Yeah.
Because the ball makes it 2-2.
I mean, it
on
only
Summerall.
rained. It only rained maybe 20 minutes, but my lord, did it come down for
poured.
that 20 minutes?
Our tent was a very popular place out there, friends. Ground ball off the mound, rolls to the shortstop, play to first.
Nice play,
And there's
Edivine.
an out, Sean Edivine. Not much gets by that young man at shortstop. The St. George is one of the better defensive teams this past year in Delaware.
Yeah, we're a talented bunch. There's no doubt about that.
Had a great year, the Hawks.
I'm sure that they wanted to go a little bit further. Obviously, as the top seed, but
They just didn't hit enough. I think that was obviously
yeah.
their downfall.
And and you know what? I mean, it was a wide open tournament. We talked about it in the pre-tournament show with everybody when we all got together.
2 strikes on Williams.
You couldn't pay attention to the seedings in baseball.
No, not this year.
You couldn't. There's a lot of talent, and because there's a lot of talent, there was a lot of losses handed out for the most part. So everybody kind of had their chance to beat up on everyone.
Here's the ball high. Of course, DMA the win over Appo in the final. Appo was the 10 seed, I believe.
I think DMA was a 5 or 6, something like that.
Yeah, I think DMA was a 5, and Appo had one of the top high school players in the country on the team.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Major League Draft, I expect to hear his name, but he may end up, Lorenzo Carey may end up in Miami depending on where he's drafted.
Yeah, I mean, Miami has been a powerhouse for Major League talent through the years.
Joseph wanted that call, didn't get it. It's a full count on Williams. Ben Anderson waits on deck. I've seen Ben go deep at this field.
I believe this is Williams, right?
Yes, Kevin Williams fouls that one into the netting.
Yeah, Ben's got some pop. Anderson, I ain't know that about that.
Saw some good games here this year. There's a fly ball down the left field line. It's going to be foul, and it's out of play. That was here for the part of the Smyrna St. Mark's game. Went 10 innings, and Ben Anderson hit a double to lead off the 10th. And then we got pinch run and the pinch runner ended up scoring the winning run on a hit by, I believe, it was a bump by Reed Dalton, and the game-winning hit by Michael Clark. That one drilled into left field for a base hit for Williams.
Eats up the third
I'm
base.
sorry, it's yeah, it is Williams, yeah.
Yeah, Williams, he struck that pretty good.
Second hit of the evening for post 1. That was a great game. You know, we talk about Smyrna was under 500. St. Mark's was undefeated at the time, and what a great game.
You know, Mike, you mentioned it earlier, but 707's actually up.
Oh,
right here.
on the lacrosse field. There you go.
We can see it on the lacrosse field. They are up there.
They're playing on 2 fields tonight, so they might be on that. There's a football practice field on the other side of the soccer field. They might be over there too, or they could be on the soccer field. You never know.
It's a beautiful campus here. I mean, St. Mark's has done a lot of good here over the last 10 years or so, updating their facilities. And
weathered the enrollment storm, and now the number is going in the right direction for them.
I mean, it's a huge building.
And
at one point, like you mentioned, it was a really, really big school. Oh, he's safe.
Throw to second. I don't think it was going to be in time. I'm going to give him it's a fielder's choice or a base hit on that one. I'm not going to give him an error because I think that Williams would have been safe anyway. We'll call it a fielder's choice. First and second with 1 out. Anderson at first. That was kind of a slow roller.
Oh no, Mike.
Pat's going to give him an error.
Yeah, that looked like that should have been fielded.
So the batter will be Braden Shearer.
Shearer got a chance to help his cause out, man. He's had 2 pretty tough runs. His offense has been pretty quiet, but only 1 out here. Got a chance to take advantage of an error.
Pitch maybe outside, and it's 1-1. Talk about good baseball programs. Conrad, year in and year out.
Yeah.
Quality program. No matter who the coach is.
It's true.
Curveball sent to third base, stepped on the bag for 1, across the field, out, double play, and that's going to end the inning. Nice play there by Stahl, third baseman Eli Hunt. Goes 5-3 for the double play, Pat, and that's going to end the third inning. No runs. It remains 2-0 Stahl. We're back after this with the 4th inning on Delaware Live Sports.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health screen craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
At Ferris Home...
All right, thanks to all the sponsors of 302 Sports. Able to bring things like this to you because of them. So make sure you go out and patronize their business. They are supporting youth sports in Delaware. New pitcher on the hill. We'll get a name for you. It's number 15. I failed. I didn't write down the subs, Pat. So
Mike. Come on, Mike.
see if I can get Nick to forward me the text.
There's opportunity there for Post in that previous inning, and got a couple runners on, but once again, he just can't come up with a big-time hit. You got to give Lane a lot of credit. Aside from Jackson Tyre lining out the center field to start this game off, he's gotten ground ball after ground ball. Not a whole lot of strong contact coming from Post in this game. Lane's been in control. He's been hitting his spots and keeping the ball on the ground. That's been his key to success so far through 3 innings. I've been impressed with him.
Alrighty, so as soon as Nick gets back to me, we will let you know who that is. I feel like I don't know what's going on here. First batter for Stahl Post in the red should be Eli Hunt, unless they have made some changes. Yeah, tomorrow night. I was thinking about maybe going over to the field house. They have the
little summer league
the
action.
Summer league action
Yeah.
down at the field house. Pitch is in there for strike one. Hunt tonight is 0 for 1 with the K. So he'll try to change that this time around. He'll be followed by Wesley Ma and Mason Rossiter, as Stahl looks to build on that 2-0 lead. Foul tip. Held on to, I believe Ben Anderson's still back there, and that's going to make the count 1-2. That one's a bit high. So Pat mentioned earlier, keep your eye on our social media sites, and we'll let you know where we'll be throughout the summer. Hoping to get some basketball in at some point. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what We'll see what happens.
It all depends our schedule and the game schedules, and whether one of us wants to go to the beach. Why not?
I will be there this weekend.
Pat's going to be. If you're looking for Pat, he'll probably be in. There's a swing and a foul tip hung on to by Anderson for the strikeout.
Yeah.
So if you want to see Pat, he'll probably be in Dewey Beach.
Down at Dewey or the Rehoboth area. I think we may be staying in Lewis. I'm not sure where we are.
So stop and say hi to Pat.
You know what I know? I know I'm gonna be down the beach. I'm gonna be enjoying the weather.
Can you come down there? Just shoot Pat a text and let him know.
Yeah.
Get him on Twitter.
That's right.
First beer's on Pat. The rest of them are on you.
Let me know. Or if you're not of age,
yeah.
I can get you some.
Is that illegal?
No, not. I meant some. Like,
something
a Coke,
non-alcoholic.
Cola.
Okay.
I should have clarified there. Like I got distracted. Nick got his Logan Myers is on the mound, and mid-sentence with my ADHD, he.
Oh yeah, Myers
he
15. I should have just gotten that Logan Myers. He must have seen it from the top.
If you are not of age, I will get you a nice Shirley Temple. I'll get you, Coca-Cola, lemonade, anything like that.
Pat's always up for, game of beach volleyball or football or whatever you're playing down there on the beach.
You know what I was a big of?
That's going to be a walk, by the way, to Mom.
I was a big wiffle ball.
There you go.
And football. on the beach. It was always a big thing for me.
Volleyball's tough. Beach volleyball's tough, man.
Beach volleyball's tough. I got to be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan of sand. So anytime that, and I'm competitive too, so it's like a give or take.
Diving all over the place.
Right. So
pitch is high, ball one. This is Mason Rossiter, by the way. Well, we don't want don't kick sand. That's not cool, no matter who you are. No kicking sand toward people's direction, and don't feed those rats
of the air. Seagulls. Yeah, that's right, man.
Pat, I'm a pretty mild-mannered person, but let me tell you, I was down at the beach with my family, I don't know, maybe years ago, 12, 13 years ago. And some family next to us, of course, they got to sit right next to you. Guy starts throwing, like, potato chips out into the sand, and next thing you know, there's, like, 5,000 seagulls around. And I started kicking sand dust covering his chips, and the guy got all upset. And he came over and got my face in it. I have my cousins, a ton of them.
Runner's going, Mike.
He's going to be safe. Good jump there by Ma for the stolen base. So there's a lot of us down there, and they just kind of got up. I said, "Come on, man! If you want to go if you want to feed the gulls, go walk where there's no people."
I know it's just a common courtesy, man. It's a common courtesy.
Yeah, those things there's no redeeming quality. So the runner now at second base with one out, 3-0 count, and there's a strike. My dad used to do, and he'd go down there with his fishing rod, and he would take the hook off of it and just tie like a piece of squid.
Yeah.
And cast it out, and the seagull would come and grab it.
Midair.
Yeah, my dad would just fly the seagull around.
Tremendous.
And then when you were done playing with the seagull, you could just kind of like reel in the squid. It would just basically just pull it right back out of the seagull.
Tremendous.
Would not hurt the seagull, and then they would take off.
No seagulls were harmed.
No, they should have been, but they weren't.
The Lang family fishing trip.
3-2 is the count. Yeah. Swing and a miss.
It's a good pitch right there.
Rossiter is out. That's out number 2. And a strikeout for Logan Myers. Nick must have been on the hill because he saw who was pitching. That'll bring Tyler August to the plate. August has scored a run. He's been on base 2 times tonight.
Yeah, Myers has shown a pretty live fastball here in this inning.
Strike call.
Strike there. It looks like he hides the ball pretty well, too, with his delivery. Maybe tough for a batter to pick up on. I think Nick might be watching the stream, Mike.
Oh, okay. That pitch is high and inside.
Just a bit inside.
We mentioned it a couple of times. It's kind of a beautiful evening tonight here. It is a little warm, but it's not bad in the shade.
No, it's gonna start cooling off. I have a feeling here.
Shadows. Home plate is in shadows.
So that makes it tough as a hitter as well,
Mike.
Mike.
Picking that ball up in the sun, and it's coming out of the sun just before it gets to home plate. And then a couple trees sending shadows over second base. And right field and center field now in the shadows as well. Here's a pitch from Myers. Sent to left center field. It's going to drop.
Run.
It's going to score 1 run. August lumbers around first. He's into second. Ball gets caught up in the fence out there, but he'll stay at second base. A run-scoring double for Tyler August. Stahl increases the lead to 3-0 as Wesley Ma comes in to score. Pat, nice piece of hitting there.
First hit for Stahl, believe it or not, in this one, and it was a good one. Nice job there by August hitting the ball where, I know it's cliche, but hit the ball where it's pitched. It was on the outside part of the plate. He drove it in the left center field as a left-handed batter. It's a really, really good piece of hitting right there for I guess you would call him, a rising junior? Is that what it is when you're in between?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. I'm not sure when that happened, but yep. That'll bring Sean Edevane to the plate. Edevane walked and struck out. He has a chance to add another run here. Nice piece of 2-out hitting by August. That was
it was
good work there.
It was. And
you mentioned sent to left center.
Stahl, you putting together some really good innings at the dish, taking advantage of mistakes, and like I said, Lane, with what I've seen from Lane, he is in complete control of this game right now on the mound.
Oh, he's not in there anymore. Oh no, after Stahl. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going home. See ya.
That's all right, Mike.
All right, everybody. It's been nice talking to you.
It's the heat.
Suffering from some heat stroke. Strike call, and that makes it 2-1 on Edivane. Good night, everybody. I'm going to go watch some football because apparently I played a little football. Too much football without my helmet on. That's got to be a nice warm night over there for those guys.
Oh, yeah, with that helmet on. Oh, my Lord.
That ball gets by the catcher. And August moves to third base on the wild pitch. So he's 90 feet away. Counts 3-1 on deck. Dom Joseph, the catcher. He's got the shin guards on. Ready to bat. Upstairs to walk for Edivane, his second of the night.
Yeah, good eye there by Edivane. Taking the taking what he got. More damage can be done here for Stahl, and you know what? With this offense, I know, like I said, Lane has really, really been in control, but you get a couple more runs here. These insurance runs could be big come later in the game.
Pitch is inside to Joseph. He also walked tonight, and he grounded out to shortstop his last time up. He's got runners at the corners. There's a strike called. It's 1-1.
Good location right there.
Oh, hard to believe it's the end of June already.
You're not kidding, Mike. You are not joking with that, my friend. Ooh.
Strike call. Looks like Myers got the call there. It's tough to see from where we are.
As a backstop, all you can do is be like, hey, just make sure I get that in the bottom half of the inning. That's all I ask.
1-2 the count. 3-0 Stahl. Fouled back and out of play. Can't really tell by looking around the field, but the decent crowd up on the hill watching this game all along the guardrail, up where the shade is, and has been since the beginning. That pitch is low. 2-2. Good stop there by Anderson because you got a runner at third base. Not an automatic run here at St. Mark's if the ball gets by the pitcher, especially with that concrete wall.
Tell you what, there goes the runner. That's popped straight up, Mike.
Yeah, is it going to stay? No, it's going to be out of play. You know, when they had the chain link fence, most of the time the ball would go back there and hit and stay along the fence. But now with the concrete.
Hey, I just peered into the dugout. I believe Comrie here, he's got shorts on. So his night may be done. Not quite sure. Not going to speculate about anything there. But I don't know if we'll be seeing him come to the plate again here.
Good stop by Anderson. It's going to make it a full count. The runner will be going from first Edivane on this play. With
this
2
is
outs.
A great at bat right here.
Yeah, he's really worked it. Up, throw to first, bounces away from the first baseman. Picked up by Williams, but no play at the plate. It's going to be an E1 and another unearned run for Stahl, but they'll take it. It makes it 4-0.
Yeah, exactly. You take what you can get. They've taken advantage of Post's sloppiness in the field tonight, and that's why it's a 4-0 lead instead of maybe 1. There goes the runner, and that one's ripped into right field, but
Braden Shearer.
Right at him, Mike.
Is Braden on the spot, and that's going to do it for the top of fourth. And
yeah, Coach Radisevich, he's imploring his team to wake up the aluminum.
Yeah, I think they have 2 hits tonight, and a single and a double.
Yep.
I'm sorry, 2 singles, and it's time. Jack Zerba, and then the batter for Cole Mary and Logan Myers due up for Post 1. They trail 4-0. So we are going to have, just get back to a little bit of our fall sports. Jason Winchell and I are planning on resurrecting, Pat, the volleyball preview show that we've done,
nice. I
think 3 or 4 years, and
always good.
We've already gotten a couple invitations from coaches to come on out to the play days. So it's good that they want us out there.
Absolutely.
And I think the girls appreciate having their sports spotlighted.
Yes.
And the plan is always for about a 2-hour show, and it always ends up running 3.5 to 4 hours.
You're never on time.
We have
streams,
we're
know?
there for the day. We have
Yeah.
nothing else to do, so we just go on and we show a little volleyball and interview some players and coaches, and we try to get an official on if there's any referees around for any rule changes to keep an eye on. So we're not sure where exactly we're doing the show from this year. The volleyball play days are usually either there's one at Cape usually, and then I think there's one at Caravel this year. And St. Mark's always hosts one, and the other one is sometimes at Friends or Tatnall.
Yeah, events like that, Mike, they never seem to go on time. I mean, from my experience in AAU basketball, any kind of event like that, you're always late. Something always seems to happen that ends up making things go late.
We're there for the day anyway, so why not? We
Absolutely.
just take our time. It doesn't hurt to get more players on. Of course, there was no play days last year, so that wasn't happening. We were fortunate, Pat, that we were allowed into as many gyms and fields as we were to stream games for you. Of course, we appreciate what the athletic directors and principals and superintendents did for us last year. Because for a lot of people, that was the only way to watch the game was through streaming.
Yeah.
Or you see some people sitting in trees trying to watch over fences. I actually did see that at a couple places.
Yeah, it's tough. It was tough, Mike. And I'm glad that we're through it right now.
All right, so Post, Jack Zerba leading off. Strike called.
0-2.
And was that second one? It looks like
he swung through the first one. And
I was wondering if that counted because there was nothing on the scoreboard, but it is 0-2.
Yep. Yeah, number 19.
There's a grounder to third. Deep shortstop, actually. Play across.
Nice play by
Good defense
Edavane.
there, Edavane. You don't hit it to him. Another good play for Sean Edavane. We'll see number 5 coming up for Post.
Third baseman.
High chopper to short.
Edavane.
The vacuum cleaner Edavane gets it safe at first, an infield hit.
That's an infield single. We'll definitely give that right there, my friend.
That was chopped just a little too high. And of course, with the heat, these fields are hard as rocks. Ball's taking big hops.
I believe
This should be Myers.
Myers, yes. Yep.
The stir-up game going here at first base. Auto pitch. Fly to left field. I thought he lost it there for a second, but he grabs it out in left field. Good play out there by Ma for the first out. I'm sorry, second out. This is Tyler Satterfield.
Yep.
He walked his first time up. 2 outs here for Lane and Stahl.
Nice
Strike
pitch.
called. Lane doing a good job just keeping the ball around the strike zone.
Extremely impressed with him. Extremely impressed with Lane today. He has been in control.
That one just low.
It's a nice miss. If there is such a thing, Mike.
That's a good one. Good miss there.
Yeah. Up the middle
Ball
base
sent
hit.
in the center field for a base hit. Around second. On the way to third is the runner. Satterfield with the hit. First and third for post 1. And they have a little 2-out opportunity here.
For Tyre.
For Jackson Tyre. And looking at the lineup, he's one of the guys. I mean, this is a pretty good hitting lineup. Struggling a bit tonight, but they're getting their battle on the ball. Outside those 3 consecutive strikeouts in the first and second inning, they have not struck out. I probably just jinx Jackson. He'll find out where I live.
We'll see what Jackson can do here. I mean, like you said, opportunity. Try and trim it, cut into this lead a little bit.
Bouncer blocked by Joseph. Ball
I
one.
don't know if you'll see Satterfield make any movements here unless that ball gets away from the catcher. I don't see him being a base stealer right now.
Last thing you want to do is run into an out.
Yes, sir.
When you have an opportunity. Missed 2-0, maybe a bit outside.
Just a bit outside.
See somebody warming up for Stahl over on the softball field, not throwing off a hill. There's a strike. On tired. Jamison Summerall on deck. He's got a hit tonight. Two, 1 count in the dirt. It's 3-1. Good hitters count here. You can get something right in your wheelhouse. Otherwise, take the walk.
I think if this is in the wheelhouse, Tyre swinging at it. I mean, you're down 4-0. You got to try and get some kind of offensive momentum rolling. And it's outside.
That's ball 4.
Mm-hmm.
Base is loaded. For Summerall, he is 1 for 2. And we're having a little conference at the mound.
Edivine and his catcher are going to come and talk it up.
We're in the bottom of the 4th inning at St. Mark's High School on not Nick Alessandrini Field. Mr. A. It's named after Gene Alessandrini. And it's looking good. The field's looking really good tonight.
It is. Wonderful location here at Pike Creek. The creek.
Ball 1. No place to put. Actually, this is not Summerall. This is a pinch hitter. Pat, you have this. No, we don't have post. That's my fault. Fouled off to the dugout. Kevin Williams is on deck. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Ripped up the middle.
Up the middle. That's a base hit. It's going to score 2. Throw comes into the plate, and the runner takes second base. Great job there, and that makes it 4-2. His post is on the board.
Big, nice hit right there, and Post taking advantage finally of an opportunity.
And 2 runners in scoring position.
And Lane kind of lost command a little bit.
Yeah, the walk hurt him, and he really hasn't.
And not even
he's only walked a couple guys, but that third one there to Tyre, that one hurt.
And not even the walks. I mean, that definitely plays a part in it. But his strikes up until this point have been, you know, on the corners, on the edges where he can't do damage. He's been missing more towards the middle of the plate, and that's allowed 3 hits so far this inning for Post, if I'm not mistaken. 2 or 3.
So the batter will be Kevin Williams when this little mound conference is over. Here comes Dom Joseph, followed by the umpire who's going to break it all up. That's a sharp-looking uniform, that red stands out.
Williams got a chance to tie this game up now at a single.
Yeah, good job there. And we're going to get the name of number 4 here to take second on that throw home. Here's the pitch. Low strike called, 0-1.
That's a tough one, man. That is a tough one to take.
Is that Nick's hat? Did he leave his hat here?
Yeah, he should be back at some point here. That ball gets
Bounces away, but no movement from Tyre at third. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Rip.
Sent out to center. Caught out there for the third out by your center fielder, Mason Rossiter. Good hit. But positioning was there, and that's going to do it. Post one puts 2 on the board with the 2-out, 2-run single. They trail 4-2, and we're back with fifth inning action. You're watching Delaware Live Sports, powered by 302.
In 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you plan to...
Come on in. Premier is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations near you in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Every patient receives personal attention with an individualized model of clinical excellence and care. Our goal is to get you back to your favorite activities. From injuries due to work and automobile accidents to post-surgical care to sports injuries and more, Premier offers direct access to our physical therapists, allowing you to schedule your appointment quickly and easily, even without a prescription. Find our convenient locations at www.premierptsp.com. Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. You may have tried physical therapy, but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy.
We move to the fifth inning. Mike Lang, Pat Garini's, a couple of jabronis named Joe behind us. Bringing you American Legion Baseball. The hat signals when the pitcher is ready, or when they're bringing him in.
The unfortunate thing is we don't have a number or a name associated with the number back there. So someone's uniforms don't align number-wise. We got a number 30 warming up. There's no number 30 on the roster.
Stahl Post 30, that's why.
Oh.
That happened to Glenn
Okay.
at Wilson Field.
You're exactly right. So warming up back here. Look at you, Mike. Gosh, thank God you're here, my friend.
What happened to us at Wilson Field?
Max McCloskey's behind is warming up.
The same thing happened when Glenn said the same thing. He goes, there's like 3 number 30s on the team. There's a shot to right field. Shearer, it's actually drops in front of Shearer. He misread it. It's going to be a base hit for number 22, Sam DeVard.
That's that'll frustrate you.
He moved back. I thought it was hit a little harder than it was.
Give him a hit because technically it is
Nobody
a hit.
touched it, yeah.
But that was definitely a misplay out here.
So runner on for Stahl. They're going to try to get those 2 runs back that post 1 picked up. Dante Claudio, the batter.
That's a tough one for Myers. You make a good pitch, you get a pop up there. Now look.
Showing bunt. It's down the first base line. Rolls foul for strike 1. You don't see the sack bunt at the major league level too often.
Well, I think that's a big discussion that they're talking about, is that not a whole lot of fundamentals being taught anymore in baseball. It's all about absolute outcomes. There you go. If you,
there's only 3, right?
If you folks at home want to know why baseball is the way that it is, and you hear the term analytics, that's what they're talking about. Absolute outcomes. There's 3 of them, Mike. You're exactly right. There's a home run, there's a walk, and an out. There are 3 absolute outcomes, if I'm not mistaken.
I kind of like the triple, the hit and run, the stolen base.
It needs to be brought back because the game has become a little too boring, in my opinion.
Essentially, you're looking at the 1980s St. Louis Cardinals, who played that small ball with guys like Willie McGee and Vince Coleman.
Ozzie Smith.
Ozzie.
Hello, Wizard. Did you like that?
They did have some popping out. Jack Clark played for that team for a couple of years. The bunt attempt is missed. Strike two. 2-2 the count. Trying to think who else was on those Cardinals teams.
Popped him up.
Sent up in the air down the first base side. Played in foul territory for out. Number 1 catch made over there by Satterfield.
It's a good out right there for Myers. Help his cause. See him laboring a little bit. See him bent over there.
Should be Brannick. Peyton Brannick.
Number 10.
Strike called.
If I'm not mistaken, Brannick switch hitting. I don't think he was batting. Was he batting lefty his first time up?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, Shearer is a left-hander.
Yeah, yeah. Not many
That's
of
why I
those,
had to double-check that number. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Good fastball there from Myers. And he's up 2 strikes into count. A lot of commotion behind us here.
Swing.
He got him. Strike 3, so can see his way out of this.
Yeah, 2 outs. There's 2 absolute outcomes that have occurred here.
Batter number 6. Pat, do you have a number 6 for us?
This is...
You have a minute because there's going to be a mound visit.
This is, well, I have, unfortunately, 2 number 8s. I got Max McCluskey, who I think may be warming. So then it's Zach Hart.
Zach Hart?
That's who I have on. I have 2 number 8s. I'm assuming one of them.
Maybe the catcher knows.
Brana. Jeff. Who's hitting? Who's hitting?
Fowler?
That's Jimmy Fowler, my partner.
Not even on the roster.
So he's wearing number 6. He will bat here for Eli Hunt with 2 outs.
Sorry,
runner
there,
on first.
Mr. Fowler. Didn't have you in the book, so it's hard to say. He's not even listed on here.
Ball inside, 1-0. 2 outs here, top of the 5th inning for Stahl Post. They lead 4-2.
Pulled a Joe Girardi. Not in the book. Kidding.
2-0.
Might have been a late addition.
Could have been. As soon as the hat waves, right? This one the hat.
Yeah. It was alert. It lets you know
When
you're
the hat
coming in,
waves,
I
you're
guess.
coming
I
in.
don't know. Even though you guys are at the plate.
We're broadcasting from the bullpen, essentially. Ooh.
Oh!
Bow tie. Down he goes. 3-1.
Yeah, we'll see Max McCluskey coming in the next half inning here, Mike. Yeah, that was up and in. That's a scary one whenever that comes up like that.
McCluskey's waiting for the hat to wave, but now he doesn't have to. Three-one pitch. Ball. 4 and Fowler takes a walk. Yeah,
Stahl's done their job, you know. They've grinded bats out. They've taken advantage of mistakes. See if they can, 2 outs, runner on second base. See if they can punch another run across.
This looks like Wes Ma, who's scored 2 runs tonight. He's walked twice. 2 runners on here, first and second for Stahl. Runner at second is DeVard and Fowler, the runner at first. So Pat's going to be spending his holiday weekend at the beach. That's not a bad place to spend your time, Pat.
It's the first beach trip. Well, I lied. I did take a a personal day midweek that we went down to the beach, me and Brittany. But yeah, this will be the true weekend down there.
Takes a lot of guts to go down on a holiday weekend.
Oh yeah, I know.
We've all done. Anybody who's lived in Delaware has done that, and then
we're leaving Friday.
And immediately regretted it.
You got to understand, we're leaving Friday morning at 7:30 a.m. Get down there, spend the whole day on the beach, then check in after the beach day.
I'm gonna go.
I took the day off of work.
I'm doing another kind of suffering. I'm gonna go watch the Phillies on Saturday. There's a grounder to first base. It's gonna be a race to the bags. He's out. Good play there.
That was
at first base by Satterfield. Just beats Ma.
Dangerous.
Called 3 unassisted for the last out of the inning, and we are going to stay here because it's the top of the inning. Great play there. Satterfield had to turn on the Jets.
You see Satterfield slide with his spikes, and then you saw Ma slide with his hands. That always makes me nervous.
Something not always good is going to happen there. You know what's this weekend, Pat? My wedding anniversary.
Well, how about that, man? Congratulations.
On
Happy anniversary
July
to you and the missus.
4th. Get married on a holiday.
Hey, man. Do anything that makes it happen right there, Mike.
29 years.
Good for you guys.
Holy cow. I've been married forever.
Good for you. What anniversary is this? Do you know? Do you keep track of those?
No idea. Well, you know, one of my uncles does a family calendar every year, and he puts on there, whatever anniversary number-wise.
Yeah.
And then underneath it has whatever it's supposed to be.
The gift is supposed to be. Yeah.
But I don't know what 29 is. It's for a long time.
Yeah.
So we went out to dinner last night because Sunday's a holiday.
Yeah.
And my
Where'd
wife,
you guys go?
For what's that?
For dinner. Where'd you guys go?
Oh,
PJ, right?
PJ Willihan's,
right.
yeah. In Westchester. But my wife and I both, we both work part-time jobs, so because we don't have any kids in the house anymore, and it's a little extra money to do some fun things like go out to PJ's, and it's time and a half day for both of us. So we're going to be working on our anniversary. But I think I'm off from work Monday. I don't know about her, but I think I'm going to go to the pool on Monday.
Pull it up
and just hang out on.
I don't blame you.
On Monday at the pool.
Live it up in the shallow end.
Play some basketball in there. They have a nice little hoop in the pool.
You putting some shots up, Mike?
Not very well. I went in today. Here's a swing by Anderson now to play. My first time in the pool because I got to wait till the water warms up just a little bit. And there were some 8th grade. I asked her how old she was. She's in 8th grade. It's 8th grader from Garnet Valley was swishing shot after shot, and I was looking pretty bad. But eventually I had my shot warmed up a little bit.
Get your Bones Highland on?
Then I had to go back to work. But yeah, it's not a bad way to spend your lunch break. Go up there, throw the bathing suit on.
Take a dip in. Yeah.
It's nice.
It's nice. Oh,
Anderson sends it into center field for a base hit. And, I got there. It was Adult Swim. I'm like, oh, cool. And then by the time I got my suit on, the guy's like, Adult Swim over.
Oh, that's
I'm like, come on, man. Give me like 5 more minutes.
I need to get my shots up, man. I haven't hit my 15. I don't leave the pool till I make 15.
It was crowded. A lot of people up there. It's a busy summer at Ashburn Spoon Club. Anderson at first. There's a ground ball up the middle. Edivane's got it to second. He's got him. No, it was safe at second.
Wow, what hustle there by Anderson.
Beats it out. We're going to call that an infield hit for Braden Shearer. Ben Anderson turning on the Jets. It was a slow hopper, but I thought Edivane was on the naked eye. I thought he got him at second, but
Anderson's showing the wheels right there.
Ben Anderson, whoo, turning it on. He's showing Coach Rat that he should have not sent a courtesy runner in for him all season.
That's right.
So your batter is Jack Zerba. First and second, nobody out. His Post continues the comeback here. Ripped into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Anderson's going to be held at third. And his base is loaded. No. Body out for Post 1. Great shot there, and that might be it.
Yeah, they've started to square up lane here the last couple of innings. And now base is loaded, nobody out.
Looks like maybe a pinch hitter for Post 1. I mean, a pinch runner.
Potentially tough decision here.
Number 11 heads into bat to run for Shearer.
We'll see if they how much longer Lane's going to have.
So the change was made by Coach Radisevich. Here on it seems like a quiet night here at St. Mark's. It's a busy night here on the campus.
It is 7-on-7. You got this game.
Strike called. This. Not sure who this is batting. Number 5. I need to get my roster behind us.
Go ahead. Might have to.
Alrighty, so number 5 batting is Riker.
He had a nice piece of hitting last time up. Good base running as well. Ended up scoring one of the 2 runs.
Yep.
And he's got a chance to do some more damage. 2-2 count.
Yeah. Pitch in the dirt. Okay, we're just gonna number 11.
How about this one? Trey Young out for Game 4 in Hawks-Bucks series. There you go.
Grounder.
That'll do.
No, I'm sorry. It's a fly ball. It's going to score.
Anderson doesn't go. Wow.
It's not going to score one. Actually, it's probably a good thing he did not go. It was a good throw there.
It was a really good throw.
From the right fielder, Peyton Brannick. So there's one out. He did a good job tracking that fly ball and then fired a strike to the mound.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you only got one out here. You can still get on a sac fly here with.
Oh, he got in a hidden ball trick.
Wow.
But what's the play? What's the call?
I don't know. I think they called a balk. They did. They called a balk, Mike.
So balk is going to advance all the runners, so he's not out of first base.
You don't see that every day. I'm not quite sure what happened.
So they're going to talk it over. So I'm not going to write anything in the scorebook just yet.
You can see Post is. I'm not sure what they're calling here, but.
I mean, he did not throw to first, right? They
I don't know what happened.
Obviously, the first baseman had the ball. And as soon as
I guess it's against the rules here. And
as soon as Zerba took a
Legion
step
ball,
off,
maybe?
he was tagged out. So it's going to score a run on the balk. Runners to second and third and one out. And we have another gathering at the mound.
The old hidden ball trick. And you know what? You take that, right? Post, that just gets you within one run. Now you got second and third with one. At the tying run can get home without a hit.
Batter now is number 12, batting for
Post.
Batting for Post. It was Logan Meyer's spot in the lineup. It's hard to keep track of all these things.
Mike, you're doing a splendid job, my friend.
I don't have any numbers on the subs.
Yeah, that's all right. We're getting who we can.
I know some of them, but I've seen them. Yeah, we don't know who 11 is.
Can't do that. That's what I heard from Rat.
Sure, but I don't know who it is. Thomas, Mann, Burns, Quinton.
There's a swing sent to left field. That's going to hang up
Oh,
there.
that's not deep enough.
No, that's only a few steps behind shortstop. That's out number 2.
That does not get the job done right there.
And we'll see who's batting now. This is Tyler Satterfield with a chance to either put Post in front or for Stahl to get out of this inning. The 5th inning here at St. Mark's. Strike one on Satterfield. Foul ball off the right side and out of play. Lands on the hill, rolls down by the tarp.
Tell you what, if Lane gets out of this with only the 1 run scored on a balk,
good job.
It's a heck of a job right here.
He's got him down 2 strikes here. Here's the pitch.
Strike.
Called. Strike
No,
3.
Joe,
Only
Mike.
in my dreams. 1 and 2 is the
Just
count.
hit it outside.
Stahl wanted it. Satterfield.
He's still got life.
Better eye than us. Ground ball to third.
What a job here by Lane.
Crossed and out he
What
is.
a job by Lane right
Mike
there.
Lane gets out of the dam with only 1 run and damage, and it was on a balk. That does make the call, the score 4-3. As we move to the 6th inning, we're going to take a break. Back with 6th inning action. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822. Get the assurance.
All right, back at St. Mark's. Pat, what the hell's going on here?
A lot. There's a lot going on.
Looks like Jack Burns from St. Mark's in the pitch for
Post 1.
Post 1. Yep.
And they got to be frustrated. They had an opportunity, bases loaded, no outs, and they only pushed 1 run across because the hidden ball trick is illegal in Legion ball. They called a ball.
That should not be illegal anywhere. I think backyard Little League, you should be able to have the hidden ball trick, or backyard wiffle ball. When you have your lawn chair out for your strike zone.
Well, the worst thing that's ever happened to wiffle ball was the development of the ball with holes carved on both sides.
It's got to be half of.
It's got to be half. You can't make the ball move with the.
I mean, that ball doesn't. It only stands up to a certain amount of punishment anyway, with holes on half
dents,
of it.
Yeah, exactly. Tell you what, man. I used to play with my family, my cousins, and my uncles. Let me tell you, I've never seen people be able to make a ball move so much. Yeah, I mean, it's...
You get that ball, shoot. I think we should have a wiffle ball on Delaware Live Sports. I think that would be a...
They have a league. They
We'd
have a league. Delaware Sports Clubs. There you go.
We'd all want to play. Nobody want to stream. We'd all want to be out there playing wiffle ball. All right, Jack Burns in. He will face leadoff hitter Mason Rossiter. He grounds the first pitch to third base. Nice play by, I'm not sure, Reichert. He sends it into the weeds, and that's going to be a one-base error there on Post 1.
There's a lot of chirping going on. That's a 4th error today for Post 1. The 4th error.
Boy, he made a good play on that, and he threw that ball a ton. Looked like he could pitch. We're going to send Rob Colmary's going in to get it.
He said, let it go. He said,
that ball had some mustard on it when it was heading over here. Runner at second now with nobody out for Tyler August.
August last time he was up ripped an RBI double. So
sent it to left center field, right about where the American flag is.
I mean, you're starting to see August. This year you saw him really take a step forward with DMA. He's definitely one of the players to watch moving forward in the state of Delaware, and as he enters his junior year.
Good stop by the catcher, Anderson. Who's that?
Tyler. Saying he's touching 90. Nick told us he's touching 90. Where is he, up at Maple Zone? Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing my
MSI.
cousin play next year. He's going to be a senior at Middletown, Zach Sophie.
Nice. Ball's in the dirt.
I don't know what Zach's doing this summer. I might see him when our family, we go on vacation.
Hey, you got to hit him up.
I'll see him at the beach, I hope. You never know with these kids. They're always playing some sport or another. But Zach usually makes it down. He's a beach kid. He loves the beach.
Oh, he could
be walk.
He could be one of those guys that buy a Shirley Temple this weekend.
Zach, unfortunately, he was first team All-State, Pat, as a DH, and unfortunately hurt his arm and was unable to throw in most of the second half of the season. But
that's tough.
A fantastic year for the Cavaliers. I'm trying to stay on my family's good graces by talking about Zach Sophie. Swing and a miss. Strike one on Edivane. He'll be followed by Dom Joseph. We have 2 men on and nobody out here for Stahl. We're in the sixth. Probably about another 20 minutes, a half hour of sunlight. Pitch outside. 1-1.
Went in and got a ball from the shrubbery. The rumor has it there's some spider tack on that.
Yeah, if you can find my Pro V1s back there, I'd appreciate it. Some spider tack is that what's on there?
Yeah.
Strike called, 1 and 2 is the count.
Did you see the pitcher from Seattle last night was making jokes about it and actually got caught. He actually got caught with it, thrown out.
Yeah,
and
the guy from Seattle
10
got
games.
suspended. They checked. Nick Maton got checked last night.
I know, how disrespectful is that? They checked Maton as a second baseman pitching.
He's not eligible to run. That's going to be a strikeout.
They did the same thing after David Hale gave up the ball from Josh Bell that still has not landed yet, that grand slam.
David Hale has not landed. Is playing out of town. I don't know where it is now, but he has been designated for assignment.
David Hale probably give up hits down here. Legion ball. Naris would walk people. Yeah.
So your batter, Dom Joseph, 1 out. He has been on base once tonight with a walk. Flew to right field his last time up. Here's a pitch from Burns.
Oh, it's ripped.
Ripped to left field and deep, caught back there. Runners do not advance. Nice play out in left field.
That was a good piece of hitting, but it was about 300 and maybe 25 feet, and that fence out there is about probably around 340, right here where that 2004 banner is.
I was going to say by Logan Myers. I don't know if Logan went back out there after his pitching stint, but that's 2 outs now. And your batter is Sam Devard. He singled his last time up. It's always entertaining here, Pat.
Always.
Ground ball down to third baseline, foul ball. Devard, we mentioned 1 for 3 tonight. But Dom Joseph came within about 10 feet of a 3-run homer. The last little bit of sunshine way out there in left field.
It is a really nice sight from right here.
One banner still in the sun. 1994. That would have been Mark Romanzik years.
Remember that shot he hit for the state championship? Was that him?
Romanzik?
Yeah.
Not sure.
Who was that, Nick? Who hit that buzzer beater in '95?
Oh, for basketball.
Yeah. Was that Romanzik that did that?
No, it was Not John Gordon. It was
Carlson.
Carlson. Alex Carlson. Yeah.
Yep.
0-2 the count.
That's on YouTube somewhere.
Best high school basketball game I've seen. Second best was Gray Collegiate versus
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Westtown.
Westtown.
Is that Cam Reddish?
Yeah, dude, that team was loaded. I mean, your starting five was all D1 guys. You had Bamba, you had Daniel Oshefu's brother, you had
Ground ball into the hole. It's a base hit.
It's a run.
One run is home. Sam DeVard with an RBI single makes the score 5-3. Stahl Post, an insurance run.
Sam finally got his hit, man. Twice he got thrown out on really nice defensive plays by Post 1, and that time was able to poke it through. Oh, I'm sorry, he beat out a double play ball his first time up, but it's a good piece of hitting right there. Give his team an insurance run here in the sixth.
Dante Claudio 0 for 2 with a walk. The second baseman.
But then you had Reddish on that team. You had Randolph, who went to Arizona. And
these guys are all in Westtown.
These were all on Westtown.
You don't realize these guys are playing 25 minutes from Wilmington.
Yeah.
Foul tip off of Ben Anderson.
Yeah.
1-1. Cam Reddish, of course, with the Hawks not playing in this postseason.
I think he did. No,
oh, did he get in?
I think he started playing in like Game 3 of this conference finals. What's his name isn't playing? The boy from Virginia isn't playing. Hunter. R.J. Hunter. Cam Reddish did not play against the Sixers.
Did not. Probably did not hurt the Hawks. Swing and a miss.
Big changes coming for the Sixers, I have a feeling. Big changes.
Well, and I saw Milwaukee beat Atlanta by 34 points in the second game. I'm like, man, that's kind of more of the – not that I expect Atlanta to lose every game by 34, but –
popped him up.
Popped up down the third baseline.
Oh, no, that's going to get out of play, I think.
Myers. Not Myers. It's Riker chasing it. That's not Riker.
Mm-hmm.
It was Riker,
yep.
number 5. One-two count. Burns looking to get out of this jam. Swing and miss, and he does. Stahl picks up a run with 2 outs. Adds to the lead, makes it 5-3. We're going to hang out here as we move to the bottom of the 6th. And we'll see who comes on to pitch for Stahl.
Looks like it's still going to be Lane.
Mike Lane. Going to try to go 6 innings, which is 3 more than Spencer Howard went last night.
You know, it's crazy. So if we want to talk about this, we can. Spencer Howard, reliever in college. Try to convert him over into a starter in the major leagues. You realize he has never thrown more than 70 pitches, and I don't believe he's ever thrown more than 4 or 5 innings in any game at any level in his professional career.
Hard to make somebody a starter that way. However,
Just make him a reliever.
Bailey Falter went 4 innings last night.
Just make him a reliever. You know, he's a long man. It's just frustrations, man.
This is a man who worked hard tonight. Look, he's covered with dirt head to toe. That's a hard worker right there, Pat. Yeah, that's a tough team to watch. And on top of that, I got a Red Sox fan that I'm married to, but only for the last 29 years. And you know, the Red Sox fans, she wasn't bad till they started winning World Series.
Oh, well, of course.
Now they got one of the best records in baseball, and all I hear is they lost last night, and I'm like, they lost once. They lost the first 3 games of the year to the Orioles this year.
Oh, yeah.
She was ready to throw in the towel for the season.
Well, you know, I mean, Nick Pivetta, Cy Young Nick Pivetta over there is helping, I'm sure.
What is he? 6-3. I believe he's 6-3.
It just shows you that there's something wrong with the organization with the Phillies. It's not the players. Everyone likes to point at the players, but the organization's failing these players partially too.
Throwing shade at the Phillies last week. Interviews with
as he should.
Boston media.
As he should.
Nick's giving him a hard time back here. Here we go to the bottom of the 6th. And if we are holding correctly, this would be Jackson Tire
Yeah, it is.
leading off.
Look at you, Mike. You're on this, my friend.
I'm trying. Ball 1.
2-0.
Ball 2. I'm looking at the tweet here from Busy. 1 month away
From the
from the draft. And he played himself right up the ladder at the NBA Combine.
And if you folks at home want to get updated on that, did just post an article this morning.
Okay.
You can
go to
check that out.
DelawareLive.com.
Yep. You can get an update on how he performed, and I guess he had some national attention via Twitter. A lot of the draft scouts talking about how he's worked himself into the first round now because of the combine performance. It's out there. Get Delaware Live on DelawareLive.com.
Way up into the air, out towards shortstop.
Is that the 3-0 green light?
Taken there for out number 1.
Oh, Nick, I'm on that boat with you, my man. We're Ben Simmons. Nick's been off Ben Simmons since he was in high school. He called it immediately. I mean, I can remember it. The draft. He's like, I don't want him. I don't want him. And
course,
here I am 5 years later eating some crow. The man has not.
Our man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing about Ben Simmons that's frustrating, not to get too far off topic, is he shot the ball in college, and he shot the ball in the summer league, and then all of a sudden, he just stopped shooting the ball.
Ground ball in the right field. That's a single.
It's crazy here. So Post 1's got 9 hits in this game, yet trail 5-3. Only have given up 3 hits.
Well, the defense for Post 1 has kind of hurt them in some walks.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ben Simmons thinks he's good enough as is. That's what it is. That ball's in the dirt.
This is Kevin Williams. Of course, Nashawn Highland, we all remember from St. George's, and then he's going
to make a team really happy.
Spent a couple of years at VCU, and there's a shot in the center field, but it's going to hang up there.
Nicely played.
For out number 2, center fielder, right in the right spot. The center fielder, of course, is Mason Rossiter.
I would love for Nashawn to make it to Philadelphia, but I do not think he's going to last the number 28.
So every time they played St. Bonaventure, the 2 years he was at VCU, I was waiting for him to light up the Bonnies, but the Bonnies seem to do a pretty good job against VCU.
The only way he makes it to Philly is if they trade up somehow. If they get picks in a deal for Simmons or whoever, that's the only way. He's going to go. I have a feeling that Highland goes right around where Dante DiVincenzo went.
Of course, Dante was the 17th overall pick.
I think he's going to be late lottery or right after the lottery.
Of course, Dante from Nashawn from Wilmington has gone through a lot of personal trials and tribulations, Pat, and he's overcome all of them, and it's good to see.
And just watching him throughout the process, just like truly just enjoying himself. I mean, he's just loving every minute of it. You can see it in all his interviews and everything. He's very humble, and
that's 2 strikes on Ben Anderson.
He's
by
the
way.
type of kid that you root for. I mean, you can't help but get behind him.
Yeah, we all got to know Bones in high school, and
that's well hit. That's well
Anderson
hit.
Pokes at the left center field. It gets over everybody right out there to the black tarp. Anderson into second.
What a hit right there.
Run comes home, and RBI makes it 5-4 Stahl. Ben Anderson, another hit tonight.
RBI double. That one was a one-hopper off the 365. That's the deepest part of this ballpark. I'm telling you, if he pokes that dead center or pulls it a little bit more, that's over the fence.
If that tarp's not there, Ben's probably on third base.
Yeah, if not home. I don't know how thick the grass is out there, but there's a hill. There's a hill right behind it.
So the batter is Thomas, number 11. And we got ourselves a 1-run game again. In the bottom of the 6th. Running out of daylight here. We got a little bit of time left. So good luck to Bones. We'll all be paying attention to the NBA draft, and then we'll turn our attentions Lorenzo Carrier, another Delaware product. Pat rated, I believe, as about the 100th best high school prospect, if I remember right.
Is it a shortened draft again this year for the MLB?
Nah, it's back to normal. Back to normal on the MLB draft.
And a walk for Thomas.
He's another guy that I'd love to see stay local. Think he could help the Phillies out a lot, but I don't have a whole lot of faith in that organization to do the right thing, to be honest with you.
His mom, Norma, posted a picture on shared a picture on Facebook from 7 or 8 years ago of Lorenzo and his travel team at Cooperstown. My nephew was on that team, and they got to play at the Field of Dreams, not in Iowa, in Cooperstown. And here's Lorenzo, about 10 years old.
That's crazy. So it looks
the
like
lane is done after 6 and 2/3 inning, 5 and 2/3 innings.
Max McCluskey will be in.
Max McCluskey just spent some time warming up behind us. Is going to come in for Stahl. But Lorenzo, he's funny because he looks about the same as he does now, but he's about 10 years old in this photo, so it looked pretty funny. And then there's little Brian Lang next to him. A couple other guys that seniors this year that played on that team. But you never know. Maybe there might be some other Delaware guys to go in the draft.
You never know. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see where Carrier goes. I think there'll be interest for him, and it's just a matter of what he decides to do. Obviously, he's got a really cool opportunity to go down to Miami. That's probably a really, really unforgettable type of experience for the young man. But, he'll end up doing what's best for him. We'll say, like I said, I would love to see the Phillies draft him.
Yeah,
the only thing is the Phillies they don't develop guys, and I almost don't want that for him. Especially like outfielders. They seem to have struggled with outfielders. So I kind of want him to go to an opportunity where he's with an organization that really knows how to develop some talent, or go to Miami.
So you're saying guys like Mickey Moniak, Adam Hazley?
Well, Adam Hazley was just a bad draft pick. Moniak, I will defend them. It was a weak draft, and they made a decision. How about that? That's a fun.
Here's the picture I just called up. Lorenzo Carrier at Cooperstown, New York.
Moniak's still only 23 years old, 22 years old.
And then Brian Lang on the over here.
It's tremendous, Mike.
And some good stuff from Cooperstown. Jaden Dickerson in this photo.
Mm-hmm.
This is good stuff there. Good luck to all these guys in the various
part
of
me wonders, Mike, you mentioned about the daytime, the clock here. Maybe a little bit of stalling going on here by Stahl. That was a long warm-up session. Now you're getting a mound visit after it. They're holding a 5-4 lead here in the 6th. If they get an out here, you may start to see them slow things up.
So Post can get 2 runs in here. They would take the lead. The batter is Jack Serba.
Yeah.
That pitch from McCluskey just a bit low. 1-0 on deck is Reichert. I almost got the fly landed on my. Pat, I'm starting to see those spotted lantern flies again.
You got to kill everyone you get, everyone you find.
They're bugging me. Third base, knocked down. Here's the throw to first. Got him.
Got him.
Wow. I think it was the correct call.
Half a step right there.
And that's going to do it for inning number 6. 1 run in for Post 1. They trail by 1. We move to the 7th. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports.
Improvements. Your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health screen craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
Seventh inning action here at St. Mark's. Pardon me, Jack Burns on the pitch, or has been on, is still on the mound rather for Post 1. They trail 5-4. Stahl Post jumped out to an early 2-0 lead after the second inning. They scored 2 more in the fourth to make it 4-0, and then of course we heard Coach Radisevich encouraging his team to get the offense going, and that's what they did, Pat, in the fourth. They scored 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, and that's where we stand at 5-4 as we move to the seventh inning here. It's been a close one after the early 4-0 lead for Stahl. They're wearing the red, Post 1 in the blue, as we bring you American Legion action. Pat Gariani's make sure we stay on the air here and keeping the stats.
Yeah, we're making
current.
stuff happen, man. We're making stuff happen out here, Mike.
I'm trying to keep a book, something like that. And here we go. Batting for Stahl is Peyton Brennick, number 10. He is 0 for 3, and I'm sure Peyton wants to have a non-absolute outcome on his scorebook, unless he hits the home run.
Yeah.
Lefty on lefty, and that's strike one. Burns gets the first one.
Lefty on lefty crime.
Some lefty on lefty. And that makes it 1-1. I think the Phillies are back playing tonight, aren't they? They had that supposed to be a day off yesterday, and they're probably wishing it was a day off after the way that game
His
ended.
umpire took another pitch off his arm.
He's taking a beating. He's going to go home and hop
I
in the
don't
ice
need to
bath.
laugh at
And
this poor gentleman.
he took one right off the shoulder. That was you could hear that one from down here.
You just heard the flesh. Anderson did the right thing, called time, went out to talk to his pitcher. You know he's probably behind home plate like, you got to be kidding me, gritting through his teeth.
Pat's 1-0 fighting.
I don't care. I don't care until it's the seventh. Tell me the game's over and they have the lead. Up until then, it doesn't matter what lead they have.
Foul ball.
I'll tell you right now, if they didn't blow, even if we give them 5 blown saves this year, you realize they're like tied for first place in the division, and instead they're in fourth. 21 blown saves in 76 games. The franchise record is 25 for a full season. They may get there by the mid-season mark.
Ball 3 counts full.
Because they're not pro pitchers. Some of them. Swing and a miss. Struck him
And
down.
that is
This could turn into a
3.
Phillies podcast really quick.
Brings up Fowler to bat for Stahl. Of course, yeah, we mentioned the positive here at the Phillies bullpen is it gets Billy one step closer to the major leagues. Strike called. 0-1 on Fowler. Wes Ma remains on deck. He's had a big night for Stahl with 2 runs scored, both after walks. Popped up, and it's going to be over the first base dugout. I think that is out of play. Taken on one hop by Satterfield, but he was behind the dugout when he caught up to it. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Burns. And here comes Wesley Ma. He has walked twice and grounded out to first base, scored 2 runs, throwing a stolen base for him tonight. And he's had a pretty busy evening. As we are using every bit of daylight here today. Strike called. Burns just comes out.
Burns has got to work fast. Like you said, burning every little bit of daylight. You got another half inning to work through here. So we want to try and get this in. Otherwise, the score reverts back to the 6th, right?
Satterfield tossed his glove in the air out there first. He almost caught that foul ball, but he dropped his glove. There's the pitch. Grounder to third, taking a 1 hop. And there is a 1, 2, 3 inning for Post 1, and now they are going to try to make something happen on offense. They trail 5-4. That's a way to get through an inning.
Couple opportunities, man. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
So as we move into the bottom of the 7th here, just remember we've got more Legion baseball. We're not real sure sometimes where or when, but we will have more Legion baseball, and we're hoping to get some Summer League basketball on at some point. And we're all excited to see some of these high school teams and some new players and new schools. And as I usually say, for all the sports, I don't know who's on what team till I see the rosters.
Yeah.
You just never know. It's like a transfer day.
Yeah.
Had a chance last week, Pat, to go up to FDR Park and watch some Carpenter Cup softball. Delaware North and Delaware South. By the way, I did get an email from the Carpenter Cup folks.
Yeah.
The final, which will involve Delaware South, I believe will be played on Tuesday, July 13, which means, of course, that I can't go because it's the day the new bishop is being ordained at St. Elizabeth, so I will be there. But
how about that?
Unless it's earlier in the morning, because the ordination is not till 2. But it's going to be at the 13th for whatever players are available, because the problem, they had one game that was delayed by rain.
Right.
And threw the whole schedule off, and now the girls are all playing in tournaments all over the country and with their travel teams and this and that, and they got vacations and whatever. But it's going to be on the 13th at FDR Park in South Philadelphia, and Delaware South is playing, and they've got some really good players on that team.
FDR Park's really nice. I was there for the flower show. Really nice setup.
Yeah. I think it's still set. They might be taken down by now. The last time I was up there,
see some time here. Oh, sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
No, the last time they were up there, they were still breaking it down.
But I mean, you can see a little bit of stalling action going on here as this sun continues to go down. We'll see if Post is aggressive on the base pass to try and squeak a run or two in here.
Some of the humidity is gone, so it's a pretty comfortable night, actually. Here's the pitch. Strike called. And I believe this is Zerba.
No.
No?
No, Zerba made the last out.
Oh, yeah, I missed that out there.
It's all good.
So that's going to be
Reichert.
Reichert with the stirrups.
Love the stirrups, my friend. Love the stirrups.
He'll be followed by number 12, I'm not sure who that is, and then Tyler Satterfield. As Stahl tries to hang on here to the 5-4 lead. Good pitch.
It is a really good pitch.
1 and 2. What game is on tonight? Bucks and Hawks? Is that one? Are they playing tonight?
Yeah, Bucks, Hawks, no Trae Young.
No Trae Young.
Yep.
Popped up right at us. Nick's got it. Heads up, Pat. Oh,
almost, man.
All I saw was that laptop.
Ray Picarsi looking at it. That's why I didn't try out for the team, Ray.
The ball goes off the hands of.
I tried to be soft with the hands, but I was a little bit off with
There's
my
Colmary out late to
hand-eye
get that one.
coordination.
Christian Colmary, that pitch is high and wide. All I could see was
Tried to come with the ball a little bit.
Pat was
off.
guarding that laptop with his life.
Oh, yeah. I was staying in.
Pat
to, you know.
Pat didn't even have to move out of his
I
chair.
was going to do a little bit like a little Omar Vizquel. I was going to try and do like a pop and come up, but got
For a
too
while
fancy.
there, I thought I was going to have to try to make that catch. But the ball glances. That is nice. I think he had a nasty spin on it. Glances off Pat's hands.
Got me right here. Got me right on the bottom of the palm.
Did not hit any of our equipment, and
Yeah.
that's the important thing.
Well, it's one of those things where, you know, I
Full
sit
count,
there
by the way.
And I wonder how these people at these major league games on these line drives catch. It's like, my Lord.
I caught a foul ball once, but it wasn't exactly a line drive. It wasn't exactly a pop-up. Ball 4, and they're in business.
I bet. A home run ball? Yeah, because that's coming. I mean, that's probably hitting you at like 80. 80 some miles an hour.
The foul ball I caught, I have an honorary contract from the Phillies in my house, by the way. Signed by Terry Francona.
That's awesome.
Off the bat of Ray Langford of the Cardinals.
I have like 6 foul balls, believe it or not.
I have 2. Well, one I crawled under the seats to get at the vet and cut my leg. So runner on first. There's a sack bunt. Good one. That's going to be successful. Will they get the out?
Nice hustle. They did get
Out
him.
at first.
Really, really good hustle, but they did get him. I know Post doesn't like it, but he got the job done there. That's a really
That
good bunt.
advances the tying run to second base. Really close play at first. A great bunt. And that brings Satterfield to play with Jackson Tyre on deck. As we are running out of time here. If they score a tying run, I think we're going to finish in a tie. Because they are not going to start a new inning.
That one was a little close. I don't know about that one. We have to go to video replay.
They're all checking YouTube as we speak. And we have a gathering at the mound as we are running out of daylight.
Oh, well, you know, it's a bold strategy, Mike. Let's see if it works out for him.
How many mound conferences can you have?
I believe 2 an inning. I think 1, and then the second one they got to go.
Hurry up. We didn't look.
Those guys are not going to like me. I love that. It came to the replay booth.
Did they look at it? I don't know if they have it on their
Nah,
phones in there or not.
I mean, like I said, from my vantage
I thought
point,
he was out.
He was out by about a half a step. I think the umpire got that one right, but
And now we have another visit to the mound.
I'm telling you, I'm convinced that this is just strategic. I am convinced it's strategic.
This is 2 visits. And Dom Joseph strolls back behind the plate.
Well, you know, I mean, who do we got up here?
This is Satterfield followed by Tyre.
Satterfield pokes one up 340 feet down the line.
Game's over.
The strategy does not work.
1 out. Runner at second for post 1. And another timeout, this time by the batter. We may not see another pitch. Here we go. Ball's low.
Oh man, Mike, how about this, man? Baseball, untimed game, but Mother Nature going to try and get in the way here. That was like a Bill Walton saying right there. When I was doing that. That sounded very Bill Walton-esque, didn't it?
The only thing you didn't get was Conference of Champions. There's ball 2.
Here at the Conference of Champions. Post 1.
Oh, I watched.
Has an opportunity. This is great baseball. This is the way Abner Doubleday would have wanted it played.
I think Walton has met Abner Doubleday in some of his.
I bet he has. A couple states of mind. Yeah.
Strike called.
Some of the stuff he says,
He's funny.
I'm wondering. I'm like, only
think,
him would get away. I don't think any other broadcaster could get away with some of the stuff he says.
Poor Dan Schulman over there, his broadcast partner.
And it's funny, Mike, you bring him up. I can't tell half the time if he's serious or if he's just going along with the act. Because he
Ball
says
3.
stuff that makes me feel like he really dislikes him. But I don't know if he's just going along with it or not.
I watch a lot of Pac-12 basketball because it's on late, and I'm usually up. And Bill Walton, he's an entertaining guy most of the time. Ball 4, and runners at first and second after Satterfield takes the walk. So he's on base third time tonight with 2 walks and a base hit, a run scored. Jackson Tyre, and Satterfield's out for a pinch runner. It's going to be number 2. That is Garrett Quinn, I believe. Okay, it's not Garrett.
I think this is Tyre. I think we're
Jackson
back at the
Tyre's
top
batting,
of the,
yeah.
top of the order here.
I'm looking at the runner. We will not be going to an 8th inning tonight.
No, we will not. Let's see if Tyre can end it. Or let's see if Max can get out of this. Roll a double play to end it. Got to find a strike zone, though.
Here's the ball.
Just a little Diamond State Conference battle right here.
St. Elizabeth's now full members of the Diamond State this year.
Interesting.
There's a ground ball to third, taken foul.
It's interesting that they did that, Mike.
Well, I think they did it for scheduling purposes, a more competitive schedule in most sports.
Yeah, it's may hurt their case in terms of basketball. But the other sports, I agree, helps them out a lot in.
Yeah.
Football, it's a good conference for them for football.
Baseball,
good conference for them for baseball, volleyball. All of it.
It's a tough volleyball
Softball.
conference, but
yeah.
But I expect Mike Zampini to do a good job over there as the new coach. Somebody else is looking for a volleyball coach. AI DuPont.
AI is, yeah.
Or Mark Alley is back as the AD. Mark, welcome back.
Yeah, I heard John's gone.
Appreciate Mark hitting us up on Twitter, alerting us.
Well,
it's always appreciated.
We're following Mark now on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
He's back.
He's back.
He's back. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Tyre. Bit high. 2-2.
I'll tell you, this is going to be one of those situations where if they call this game for the dark here with the bases loaded.
Yeah, new athletic director at St. E's coming. The new athletic director at Woodbridge is Marvin Dooley. Tower Hill, a new AD. Seth Kushkin has moved on. Seth did a great job over there at Tower.
Yeah, they've been competitive.
To see him leave, yeah.
They've been competitive in a lot of sports, man. And,
there's
you
another
know,
ball.
For a while there, they kind of had their specialties, but they really kind of a well-rounded athletic program over there the last few years.
Seth always worked with 302 when we wanted to go over and do basketball or volleyball at Weaver Gymnasium.
That basketball program, what they
and
put
the boys,
together.
Yeah, they did a great job over there.
Boys, and you know that game, that semifinal game against Sanford, heartbreaking fashion for Tower Hill, but you know that's the best Tower Hill team I've seen put together, and since I started paying attention to them, and that does go back to middle school, Mike.
Yeah, with Donovan.
So 2007, 2008ish.
Donnie Mack.
This is probably the best team that they
Ricky
put out there.
Deadweiler.
Yeah.
They have some guys coming back if they do come back. The Twins.
That was so Nick referenced
Carmen Wallace.
The boy that went
a foul
to Duke.
ball down the left field
that
line.
was right
in mid '90s.
I started
early '90s.
Yeah. There's a couple gentlemen from Delaware that ended up at Duke. That kid, and there was Boateng at St. Andrews. I mean, Duval is from Delaware, but never played high school ball in
Eric
Delaware.
Boateng, yeah, forget about him.
Boateng, yeah. He didn't. Those guys didn't last at Duke, but they went there. Duval did. Duval went for his 2 years.
Hey, how about that kid making the Olympics, Denby?
Yeah, the boy from Middletown,
we
Denby.
should mention Marquise Dendy. Congratulations, Middletown grad.
It's tremendous.
There's a
man.
ground
What
in the
an
third,
honor.
another foul ball. And every ground ball is a tiny bit of sunlight gone. 3-2 count. Runners at first and second. 1 out for Jackson Tyre. He's grounded 3 straight down that third base line off of McCluskey. And these guys know each other. They have faced each other before.
Couple ducks quacking back there, Mike.
Here's the 3-2 pitch to Tyre. Sorry about that. It was not me. And ball 4 with the walk.
This is an interesting predicament we got ourselves in here, Mike. We got bases loaded with one out.
Yeah,
and the
all
sun going down.
3 batters all reached on walks and a sack bunt. And this is number 4. We're not sure who number 4 is, but he singled his last time up. Singles here, this game's going to be over. Another ball. Nick is in the prognostication business.
Kind of want another foul ball. I need to redeem myself over
We're going to be
here.
walking up the hill in the dark with this equipment. Swing and a miss.
Swinging for the fences. Just put the ball in play, son. Infield in. Infield drawn in here, Mike. This is the opposite of a no doubles defense. Oh, foul straight back.
Ball.
Remember Chris Wheeler used to work in
1
no
and 2.
doubles?
The
He
no
would
doubles
work in
every
no
night.
doubles in every night, man. Every night.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 1 out. A single could win it for post 1. A double play ends it. Strike not called. That's going to be a 2-2 count.
What an opportunity here for post 1. I've been struggling. Kevin Williams on deck, if I'm not mistaken, Mike.
Yep. And then Anderson. There's a couple guys. Well, I don't know if we get that far. Here's a shot.
Let's see if it's deep enough. Do they challenge the
He's
arm?
having trouble finding it. Here comes the tying run to the plate. He's safe. He beats
throws
the throw.
off. Throws up the line. How about that? We're tied up, Mike.
Winning run moves to third, but there are 2 outs. All right,
How about no advancement to second base?
So we're going to score it a F7 or wherever you want to score it. Sack fly.
I don't know if we'll call that a. I don't know. We give an E there. No,
I think the runners just moved up on
F7.
the F, not E. Yeah,
that's my bad. They're close to each other.
So Kevin Williams here. This is possibly the last batter of the game here, unless he walks.
Capital Little League going at it. How about that? That's Catalina Field. You know, my dad always would like to point out. You know, they switched home plate. Home plate used to be towards the road.
Capital.
He would always bring that up, man. He's just making me laugh for that.
I did know that, but it's been so long.
Spent my youth in Claymont Little League. Ground ball off the third baseman. That's it. This game's over.
Oh, what a job. Williams, put the ball in play.
Williams
Good things
hits.
happen, Mike.
We're going to give him a single because I'm a nice guy. RBI. And post 1 completes the comeback, a 6-5 win. That's tough. It's a little lacking the light here, Pat.
Kevin
off
Williams.
the third baseman. Kevin Williams
walks it off.
Gets mugged out here outside second base. And a 6-5 game. We have a good one here tonight.
Tremendous game. I love it. Love what I've seen. Both teams.
2-run
really,
bottom
really,
of the 7th.
Really, really impressive performance. What a fight back win for post 1. Tremendous pitch performance though on the other end.
Mike Lane had a great night.
He did.
Pitching.
He had a great night.
So once again, your final score 6-5. Pat, we have a good one here tonight after we got rained out on Saturday. And just a reminder to keep your eyes on our social media sites, and we will be back with more baseball, more basketball, more you name it. And that's about going to do it. So for Nick Halliday, Pat Gariani's, and a cast of 3, I'm Mike Lang. Thanks for joining us tonight. Once again, your final score, Stahl loses 6-5 to post 1. Good night, everybody.